welcome. Yeah, it's Monday again. It's Dungeons, the Dragons, and the other times. The good times, the bad times, and the other times. Anywhoozle, let's not get political. So let's see here. Who wants to do the recap? I would normally bully somebody about this, but I was told I'm being a bit too much of a bully. So I will let CatMay39 bully this individual off stream for me. Because
I wasn't here. I don't know what I was supposed to do about it.
Get in the comments. We got a YouTube channel. Get in the comments, CatMay. I can't actually read the comments. I close them because I have ADD like a bouse. But yeah, just bully the crap out of her. Just noogie. Do they still do noogies?
She straight up said bully her.
Bully her. Yeah, that's where I'm at. You can do that, right? You can be like, hey parents, bully your kids. Builds character. All right. So let's pick on JJ. JJ, what happened last time? Aha, and she's muted. What's up? I win twice.
Shoot, I'm pushed to talk. So what did we do? We first. Oh boy. Okay, so we fought a bunch of stuff. JJ tried to wake up Vel when she saw and heard some puppet dogs in the distance. And then Vel got taken over by some sort of shadow spirit and blasted one of the puppies with her arm in a kind of unconscious state and made a super puppy. So we fought that. That was real fun. We actually didn't lose anybody. We didn't even lose the husband, who was a poor, weak man who kept getting bit on. Poor man. So we did that. We talked a little bit more with Antonio, which is the rich man that has now inherited his father's lumber mill. That was kind of hit and miss, but we did decide to hear both sides out. And we learned that they are fairies running the mill. Some very tough and tumble fairies with lots of like animated armors. And that's the gist of it for the most part.
Sure, we're close enough. Like playing horseshoes, we're close enough. So yeah, the group came into contact with the beasts of the plains of Eardren, would do battle with them after a release of necrotic style of Shadowfellian energy that was focused and fired from Velithil's new appendage, this orb, this sphere that she had made for her from the heart, which is a store back in Dierwood. And by this, the alpha of the group was effectively repulsed to be a much more powerful foe with a laughing mouth in its mouth and attached to its tongue. Having done battle...
Wait, can I start yelling, make my monsters grow? I can do that?
Sure. I mean, well, you don't get to yell it. I get to yell it in broken Latin. I feel like that's...
Oh, okay.
That's my privilege. Okay, I'm going to check it.
All right. Well,
that's
let me know if I ever get to do it.
All right, got you. I'll keep you informed. We'll get it on a buzzer, and I can be like, make my monster grow. Anyway, so that happened. They did battle. They decided to hear everyone out. They decided to work, at least in some facet, as mediators for the tune of several crates of gold. They decided to go to Tiber Village. They found the village to be empty from what they could perceive and see around the area. I'm going to keep futzing with these glasses. It's going to piss me off. They could see it mostly empty, but with these small and strange animated armors that littered the much of the village. Fearing the worst, the group cautiously and slowly exited their wagon and made way, leaving the Lord Antonio behind, to meet with the representative and head of these workers' union that are working out of the Opalwood as lumberers. After an entrance, seemingly empty, of a building, a small table with a very heavy fit tablecloth and a single burning candle right in the middle of the table, Two large kind of vines went through, pushed everyone's chairs in, molded the area around them, made them feel comfortable. Morgan electing to guard over the people outside to ensure that there was no funny business while the initial meet went on, but not the mediation. And fluttering out from the back doors as they flung open, a very large, rotund, 3.5-inch tall fairy person fluttered into existence. Stained shirt, stained pants, a bit of balding upon the top of his scalp, and this man landed on the table, looked them all over, and introduced themselves as, "Hey, I'm Donnie. Friends call me Donnie, with an IE, not with a Y. None of that bitch shit. I'm Donnie the Don, Episcopos. I'm understanding you're supposed to be some type of mediators, yeah?" And that's where we'll start today. The small fairy individual looks upon your group, the five of you, rather unimpressedly, chewing on a long piece of what appears to be dried oak or bark, and points a dirty finger at your directions. "Yeah, which one of you is going to be speaking here? Are you all going to speak at once?"
I suppose that would be me, most likely.
You? Who the fuck are you?
Relative Dowenvey.
Velafil Dowen, hey? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, Toots, listen here. I don't know what your business is, and you're coming in here with all these tall people, okay? But I got a lot of tall people, too. I got a lot of tall, big connections. I got a lot of big friends, okay? So I'm not going to let you muscle in on me and my operations here and try to make good with the little human people, okay? We done it too long, for too many generations, and too much of getting fucked over, okay? So I want you to just sit your happy little derriere right there, and you're going to listen to me, okay?
All right.
JJ's gonna tap Vel real quick. You might want to let me handle it as well. He might not like fancy folk. And she's gonna start
Am I that
setting out
fancy? I guess
to-
I'm a little fancy.
a couple of like mini shot glasses that I would assume that she carries.
Sure.
Just a couple of little ones, and she's gonna pour a little bit of shine for her new friend, and set it out on the table.
Fun fact, I always have a shot glass nearby, so that's fitting. So you pour a bit of moonshine. Donnie looks it over, kind of smells a bit, goes, "What kind of booze is this?"
Lightning shine straight from up north.
Lightning shine. I didn't know shine made lightning. What type of elemental made this? This is Jerry's?
No, it's my family, sir.
Your family?
Yes, sir.
Who the fuck is your family?
The lightnings, sir.
Lightnings. You're not made of lightning. He walks
No.
forward.
Quick as lightning, though.
Oh, is you? How apt are you to test that ability?
I would say fairly apt.
Fairly apt, she says. All right. Duck. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Starting off quick.
Mm-hmm. Quick as lightning. What'd you get?
2 plus, I think
Ooh.
it's 6. So yeah.
You love to see it. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, so you hear this this creaking, almost thunderous crack from overhead. It sounds like a bolt of lightning breaking overhead. In a moment, those of you perceptive enough to see it, see this large, heavy-set tree branch swoop down and slam into the front of JJ and bring her up out of her seat and flying about 15 feet across the floor, landing hardly on her rump. JJ, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you are knocked to the ground. The fairy walks over to where you were previously sitting and goes, "Hey, honey buns, doesn't look like you're that fast to me."
Shit, howdy, I think you're right.
All right, maybe we don't compare ourselves to the elements in the presence of a master, yeah?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Little too much of this, not enough ass to back it up. Okay.
Uh-huh, sir. Gotcha, sir.
All right. So I got this one here. She talks with big words. I got this other one here. Thinks she's a lightning bolt. Which one of you is telling the truth? How many heads I got to knock around until I get somebody who talks sense?
What? Look, my name's Colt Honeycutt. I'm a soldier. Why don't we sit, have a discussion, a meeting of minds, so to speak? You seem to be a very intelligent individual, and I wouldn't want to insult you in any way or disrespect you.
You see, that's a curious word you're using there, soldier boy. Let me tell him. Respect is a bit of a two-way street, okay? So here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna respect me, and I'm gonna give you respect when I think you deserve it, okay?
Of course, respect is earned.
Don't think just because you're fancy and that nice shiny tin suit of armor you got there that I can't get at you. Because I'll tell you, I fought people 15, 20 times my size before, okay? Not to be fucked with.
Well, I mean, it ain't about the caliber of weapon, but more of the caliber of man, right?
Oh, sure, yeah. Caliber. The fuck's a caliber? I mean, sure, yeah. Of course, caliber. You know, I mean, I wouldn't compare myself to a man personally. Maybe like a fairy, because that's what I'm at. But like, yeah. You know, I kind of understand what you're saying there. Like, yeah, I could compare myself to like a king man. You know, like a human. But humans are kind of dumb. So, you know, maybe we leave that off the table. Apologize. Yeah, we leave that off the table then. You know, you don't seem human either. Or is you? Is you some kind of fucking human?
Nah.
Hold on a second.
I'm far from it.
Hold on a second. You got to tell me as if you're a human. I asked.
I know the bylaws of a fairy kind, I think. Can I roll history to see if I know any fairy bylaws?
You can roll nature if you're trained in it.
Nope.
You can still roll nature if you want. It's almost like there's a party member in this group that knows fairy law inwards and outwards because he's part fae.
I studied fairy law.
I'm a studied fairy law lawyer. What'd you get, Colt?
That's a 5.
A 5. The only thing you really know about fairy law is be very, very careful in your choice of words around fairies because they will take things literally and they will take things very, very quickly if they're given to them. So that's about the only, like, it's not so much a racism as like a warning to people who have to deal with the fae, is that the fae will scam you if you let them. It's just kind of like the bad words that they say about fae. All right?
All right.
He kind of looks you over and he goes, all right, I'm not sure that I really appreciate the human comments. Bring the H word in here. Tell me, Mr. Soldier Boy, do you like pork?
Listen, I used to be a soldier. I ain't no pig.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Pachinko, okay, I got you.
Stop using my jokes, Josh.
I'm not using no one's jokes. They call me, I got a friend, Daniel Cook. He steals everyone's jokes, but I don't steal nobody's jokes. Not without proper respect. All right, well, we'll keep it. We'll put a pin in it. You might be someone I want to talk to. You there, green stuff. What's your deal?
What do you want from me?
What the fuck are you here for?
I'm with them.
Okay, what do them want?
Them wants you and your employer and whatnot to come to some sort of an arrangement.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I didn't realize I was speaking to the fucking brains of the operation over here. I'll use much slower words. Hold on. Why did you come here to mess with me? And why isn't the human here?
We came to see exactly what your demands were.
Demands?
Before he got involved.
Oh, okay, fucking demands over here. Okay, look, I want what's fair, okay? You know, he wants to say it and spin his story and say, I'm making demands and I'm being fucking unreasonable. But I'm being plenty reasonable, okay? I wasn't voted Fairy of the Year for the next 100 years because I'm an unreasonable guy. It's because I tricked everyone into agreeing to that, okay? So it's a completely different story there. So you need to get your shit straight. Kabish?
What now?
Yeah, fucking forget it. All right. Fur, what do we got here? Who are you? Nice horns.
You can call me Buck.
I can call you Buck. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Buck, Your Majesty. Might I call you sir too?
You can just call me Buck.
All right, Buck. Well, Buck, what's your deal? Why are you here? Why are you fucking with me? Why isn't a human sitting here in front of me?
Well, we wanted a chance to meet you before he got involved with the negotiations. We're here to mediate.
Mediate? How many years experience you got in mediating?
Oh, about 60.
60 years mediation experience? Holy shit, okay. Hey,
60 years.
do you do marital mediation too? I got like 4 wives I gotta figure out.
Yeah, we might be able to work that out.
Oh yeah, they're breaking my fucking chestnuts over these goddamn child support, I'll tell you that. You know, back in the day, wasn't a big deal. You just sprinkle some pixie dust, the bitch just went away. But now, oh my God, you know, they want everything. They want half your tree. They want a bunch of leaves. They want a bunch of kids. They got all this shit, you know. So if you got time after this, maybe we talk, you know, give me a good deal.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll hold you to it. All right, Buck. So I got Buck, I got Soldier Boy, I got Fake Lightning, I got the tall broad. Hey, tall broad, you said Veluthil, yeah? Velathil. Valithil. Yeah, whatever.
Pleasantville.
Doing vague, got it. Like a steel trap up here. Like a steel fucking trap. All right, so you 5 are here to mediate my demands, apparently. Although I would say that they are very structured instructions. I was very clear in my notes. I learned common just for this moment. Look, let me lay it out here on the table, okay? We here at the Opalwood been doing this song and dance, this fucking thing, day in and day out. No breaks, you know, no time off, no dental, no fucking nothing, all right? We're getting paid in human money, which is horse shit, first off. You know how many Fae take human money? Not a lot. Not a fucking lot, okay? And we've been doing this song and dance for 3 generations. Well, sorry, but the fucking human didn't read his goddamn fine print. The deal was for the man who made the deal, his children and his children's children. That's 3 generations. That's it. The land that we made a deal on, that ain't his land no more. It's my land now. All right? Now that's fairy law. And he points and looks at Colt. He goes, fairy law.
Yeah, fairy law.
Thank you for confirming. As you can hear, my second has confirmed that this is indeed fairy law. Thank you. We will be moving forward from this point, henceforth and so forth, so it shall be. Amen. So that's where we're at.
You do have to take something into consideration, though.
Oh, do I?
Well, you're dealing with humans, so you're dealing with fairy law and human law. It
Oh, fuck
becomes
that.
so muddled.
No, see, I'm making the deal here in the Opalwood. Okay, ain't no human law in the Opalwood. I thought this shit through. Okay, big fucking brain. You might be stupid. Me, big smart. Okay, let's get that clear right now.
I'm sure.
I thought you was Velathil. All right, so Shore here has a good idea. All right, Shore. So we're working in fairy law, and I will allow you, because I'm just a fucking given guy, allow you a couple human laws. What human laws you want to enforce here? Go ahead, lay them on me.
Well, you have to consider the rights of all the descendants, even though your generational. Wow, I just lost all words.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, but usually it's because I made a bad deal with a satyr. He looks at Bucky. I've done it before. First they take your money, then they take your kids, then they're trying to steal words out of your mouth. Don't play forbidden words with a nymph. You'll lose every time.
I literally cannot remember the word I'm trying to think of.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. Don't worry about it. You take time. You want some wine? We got some wine. We got some pretty good wine. Mm-hmm.
If I may, so you got some terms. Terms have run out.
Mhm.
We're here to help renegotiate terms.
Just about
We
along
want to
short.
know what you're looking for to renegotiate these terms, and then we're going to present it to humans. I forget his name. Sorry. So anyway, what do you want to continue to do? What you all have, the service that you all have been providing?
Mhm. That's a curious question there, Red. I personally, I'd like to see things get a lot better. I'd like to think that we own this place. I'd like that written down somewhere, that the people of Opalwood own everything in the Opalwood. I think this mill, everything built on this land, belongs to me and my people. And I think that human needs to be just happy with it. Okay? It's pretty cut and dry, you know. For a while, we were fed this line. We were told by these people that, if we didn't play ball, that they'd send the gods and the knights and the people in the shiny armor like yourself to come by and, bust us up. I don't need to be busted up no more. We got other clientele, okay? That's the thing that he doesn't know, okay? I got people down south, they're looking for all kinds of wood. Hundreds and hundreds of pounds of lumber, okay? So I go into business for myself. We make a little fairy union, a union between houses. We take over this mill. We'll still sell to your little human friend every so often if the mood strikes us, when the deal is right, when the time is right, when the money is good. But, we're getting a lot of offers from a lot of interested parties, and, business seems pretty good by ourselves. This guy wants to sit here and threaten and write his letters and, say I owe him this or I owe him that and this deal and that deal, and fuck that shit. That's not how it's gonna go. Okay? He's gonna play on my terms. Okay? And don't call me Donnie the Don Piscopones for nothing.
Mr. Piscopones, do you have a copy of that contract on you by any chance?
A copy of it? Nah. Who has a copy of that? How would you have a copy of it?
Well, in a lot of human law, especially in a kingdom and whatnot, you gotta have the contract for it to be
See.
valid.
Well, why don't you pick yourself up the floor, have yourself a seat right here. We'll talk about fairy law real quick. Let you know how shit goes.
Yes, she's gonna do that and sit there and listen to.
All right. So here's how it's gonna go. Lightning. Grease lightning. All right. Here's how it's gonna go. When you're dealing with fairies, okay, specifically my people, my race, your elven friend here can tell you, your satyr friend here can tell you, it's pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dry. Okay? We don't gotta write nothing down. Okay. For as long as I've been alive, the only thing you've ever need for a deal is two agreeing parties, the right words, and one of these. The old 5 digits. The old shake-a-rooney. All right? That's it. That's a bond. I don't got to do the dance. I don't got to shake my pants. I don't got to write nothing down and learn languages. I say, hey, a perfect example, prime example, 100 years ago, okay? My old friend Rocky Marciano, he came through, singing his tunes or whatever, but couldn't hold a fucking note. What did I do? I told him, hey, kid, you give me your first 2 kids, you throw them in the wood, make you sing like a friggin' golden instrument. I did that for him. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that at all. I didn't have to do that for him at all, okay? But you know what? Those pipes sing now, don't they? He's down 2 kids. His wife ain't too happy with him, but it's done. I didn't have to sign nothing. I didn't have to return to sender, none of that. Nice, agreeable deal, okay? Just a little shaky, a little shake-a-rooney, little Mr. Shaky Shake. That's it. Contractually binding in fairy law. Apologies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But unfortunately, this area is within Ravon. And there are human laws also got to apply too. So I'm sure, trust me, I know all about those kind of contracts, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to deal with them quite a bit. I know that they are quite binding, but when a king might be called, it ain't fun. But to be honest, he's told us some of what you've asked for.
Mhm.
Not entirely. I'm sure it's not entirely the whole thing. I don't get the best vibe from him, to be honest. I tried to push him in your favor, but he's a little dense, to be fair.
Yeah, it happens. Some guys, they want to talk big game. They want to say, hey, look at this. I got paperwork. I got this. I'm a king. Whatever. I mean, what's a king really? It's a bunch of people believe that you're supposed to be special or some shit. You're not special. You don't make no deals. You don't have magic powers. You don't got nothing. Half the time, it's just a rinky-dink crown that you farmed out of my lands, getting all your fancy gems and bullshit that you glued to it. Okay? I don't recognize no king. You say we're in Ravon, fine. I believe you. Doesn't mean nothing to me. Doesn't mean anything to my peoples. Okay? What it does mean is that I have to deal with you people. As is. So here I am dealing with you. Let me switch that over. Whoop-a-doo. Okay. So he looks over on the course of the group and goes, so here's how it's going to shake out. You bring your friend in here. We explain how it's going to go down. And if he can't offer me anything worth offering, that's it. We walk. This land's ours. He can go inform his little king or whatever, but I heard through the old grapevine, he ain't going to be doing so hot pretty soon. So, whisper on the winds of the morning say, humanity ain't exactly on the up and up lately. So, take of that as you will, and I will take of that as I will, and we will call that a day. But until you can tell me that humanity is worth a shit in a basket, there ain't nothing I'm really prized to do here.
So you'd like to just own it outright. He was telling us that you just want dental and holidays. But it's yours, is what you're saying. This is all yours.
I had to get him out here. He didn't want to come deal. He knows how the game works. His great granddaddy told him the deal. I'm sure his granddaddy told him the deal. His daddy told him the deal. They all been worrying, and now his daddy ain't around no more. That's the end. That's it. Hey, baboosh, it's out. We're done. We're renegotiating now. And the renegotiation, yeah, I'd like to see some dental for the people. I like maybe a nice fancy bit of silver, gold, and copper around for me. I'd like better treatment under this supposed king that I never met before. I never met this guy. I don't know him nothing. But I've been rethinking about it. I've had a couple of other offers, and those other offers sounding better and better each day. And now I got this. I got mediators here who are mediating on behalf of humans, and that's rather curious. I gotta say, it's rather curious. What does it take to sell out your own kind?
To be fair, he just found us on the road, and we were gonna try and negotiate more on your side. To be honest,
that's good to hear. I mean,
but it is important. Because to be honest, taking care of your folks is just because we're not from Ravon. We ain't. He just found us on the road. But I mean, we are willing to bring information to him. Obviously, he's a little money hungry and whatnot, and how rich boys are. But if you could tell us maybe some of your offers, and we could see if he'll counter with anything. Because if he loses y'all, he loses everything. Let's be honest.
That's where I'm at. I was told by a number of individuals that I'm working from a position of power here. So I probably came in a little hot, honestly, a little defensive, I'll admit, you know, but that's just the way it is, you know. I want what's best for everyone, and I'm so used to being pushed around, being the little guy in the room. People think they can just walk all over me. So I understand what you're saying, especially if you want to work with me. I appreciate that, but I'm not seeing a lot of upside for cutting this guy in on the deal anymore.
Can I ask who's telling you these things?
Oh yeah, these foreign investors, as they were, tall individuals, wear a lot of black, large horns, wearing suits. They're from someplace or something. Oh, don't tell me. It's like a bunch of letters and numbers. I can't remember, but they came through. They made a big offer. They said they wanted to buy 3 years worth of opal wood, and they were offering all kinds of things to us. I mean, not just coppers and silvers to pay my people for their work so they can trade with the humans. I mean, they're offering us big stuff, you know. I mean, not for nothing. I'll tell you as straight as I can tell you, you know. A baby's life doesn't go as far as it used to back in the day. You know, back in the day, you know, you come to the opal wood, you trade your kid off, get some magic powers, get taken care of, just getting, you know, all put together and dressed up. But a kid doesn't go that far in the Feywilds no more. So, you know, what they're offering is a lot of interesting things, not just monetarily, but there's a lot of insurances in this new whole world order we're looking at, you know.
Are you speaking of the MMLR 660?
Oh, so you met them? Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Nice fancy suits. Not that tall, kind of short, a little short, spiky tails. You run into them before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. The king's son is kind of on the way to try and kick their butt. I don't know. He's trying to handle them.
Oh.
So I don't know how much longer they'll be around. Also, I heard they're facing some budget cuts. They just blew a lot of their budget on raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats.
Literally.
Oh, the other day, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that spent all of their budget.
Yeah, good old Cats and Dogs Jones. Yeah, no, I mean, that was a good one. I don't know. They seem like the new game in town. I hear them every morning. You know, I mean, it seems like they're on the up and up from what I'm seeing. I thought they were just nobodies, but they're making some big moves. You know, 3 generations, we didn't really have anyone to talk to about this other than, you know, you do this yourself, we'll take you out. You know, we don't want to resort to violence, like, you know. I mean, okay, let's put it a different way here. Realistically, this prince or whatever they got, how good would you say his chances are? Really, how good would you say his chances are? You met the guy?
Not yet. He was already off when we got into town. So he's obviously a go-getter. You feel me?
I can see that. All right, well, if he's a go-getter, I understand that. You know, but go-getting only goes so far, you know? I mean, how many guys is he really bringing with him? You know, a dozen, 2 dozen, something like that? You know, I mean, these guys, I mean, I ain't seen them around, but I heard about them before, as far as for what they are. So, you know, it's, yeah, they make a number of enterprising offers. They know how the deals work. They know the right ways to talk. You know, it's mighty fine offers at this point. And I'm not sure, you know, prior business engagements will really assist in that matter. All the same. If it's all the same to use, you know.
If I may interrupt, I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe they have a good deal, but it's not always. And I don't know much about business, but I can't imagine it's good business practice to to make deals with somebody that's trying to eliminate an entire race. I mean, it seems like they're pretty dead set on eliminating humans. And say what you will about humans, but it's never good practice to do business with someone like that, because it's only a matter of time before they turn the sword on you.
You know, you bring a good point here, Brad. I'm coming around on you, all right? But here's the thing. Now, you look like a young guy. What are you, like 105, 106?
I'm 39.
What the shit? I'm dealing with babies. All right. Okay, hold on here. Listen here. I don't know if you're technically legal to be talking in this kind of situation. I don't know what it goes for. And that in 30, Jesus, got the 30s. I can barely remember my 30s. I drank halfway through them. Listen, you know, here's the gist of that. You obviously can't remember, but probably some of them wrote it down somewhere. This whole area, I used to deal with giants every other day. I mean, they would come to me. They'd say, "Hey, Donnie, Episcopos, can you bless my flying castle?" And I would go, "Yeah, sure, no fucking problem. Here's a bunch of pixie dust. It's going to keep your castle flying for fucking years. You know, get so many miles in it. You know, you're going to sail through the clouds. No fucking problem. Don't even fucking forget about it, you know?" I used to have them come here. "Hey, I need a spear that can kill a mammoth." No problem. We got you taken care of. You know, I was a fixer back in the day. I was running numbers effectively, you know? So I had all these little deals, these little rat holes that I worked with the giants. They were nice people. And they were the only game in town, kid. That's it. They were it. That was it. You dealt with giants, or you dealt with nobody at all. But hello, Red. Where are the fucking giants? Now there's humans. You want to talk about putting the sword to people? All my best clientele are gone. Boof. Varia. Gone. So you want to worry me about these new guys? I'm worried about the guys I'm working with as it is. You know, I'm just saying. You know, they drove the giants out. People talking maybe they killed humans. Maybe that's not a bad idea. You know, I'm having some thoughts about it. You know, it's something to consider. Originally, I was asking, you know, just for a little bit more, a little bit off the top. You know, I see the numbers. I see things that are coming through. I'm an old guy. I've been around here a long time. Been doing this a lot of years. You know, there's more to the pie than they're letting on. You know, I like pie. I mean, you can tell I like pie. You know, but you know, it's this whole thing. It's, you know, it's like a stack of pine cones. You know, you don't know where they're gonna roll, which way or the other. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I've only had very minor encounters with humans, and they don't seem like they necessarily want to eliminate people anymore, maybe. But then again, I don't know them too well, to be completely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's a good precedent to start making business in the middle of something like this, where someone's actively trying to eliminate potential business, right? So you can make business with the humans and possibly these MMLR guys, but they're trying to eliminate potential income. Again, I don't know much about business, but I think that's maybe something worth considering.
Well, it's just a monopoly like anything else, yeah? I mean, the giants had the monopoly originally. I had to do business with them. Before them, I had those 3 yahoos came through, started saying they were making shit, said they made me. I can get out of here with that shit. Always been, always was, baby. Ain't nothing like me. But then, you know, giants started showing up. The giants had to fight the mammoths. Giants had to fight all kinds of bullcrap. You know, then finally the giants went to fight the humans. Humans killed the giants. Humans are the only game in town. I'm working with the humans. I make a generational deal. 3 generations I've had to deal with these people now. 3 of them. Ever since they built their fancy little castle up to the north. You know? And it's an interesting propagation, you know? I mean, I'm just saying, I run a business here. I run my family business here, effectively, the way to look at it, because everyone here is my family. And
So
you know,
do you want stability for your family, or do you want to go into the the unknown with these MMLR folks?
That's a rocky decision now, isn't it? See, because the thing they're promising, the honey words they're using, are the same kind of honey words that came around working through humans the first time. I thought I was getting a heck of a deal. We were getting on the ground floor, locking in a secure rate. 3 generations ago, a couple copper pieces a day really went a long way. Nowadays, go buy a couple gallons of milk and you're fucking done. Your bitch of an ex-wife is going to yell at you about alimony payments. You can't afford them. Okay? That's where it is.
But the humans want to negotiate with you. Do you even know if these MMLR folks would actually negotiate new terms or even honor their terms?
Well, I mean, they would have to. That's they're just a fairy law, kid. Once you make that deal is in stone. I mean, not like here, but like a different stone. You know what I mean? Like the stone beyond here. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I am. I'm just saying, if you sign up for the losing side, then
Well,
what happens when they lose?
That's the topic of discussion here. I mean, that's why I'm asking how good this prince's chances is. I mean, it doesn't really instill me with any confidence. Seeing you got 5 weirdos here talking about how good humanity is all of a fucking sudden, as if your people haven't been oppressed for fucking generations. And I don't know what Kool-Aid they got you drinking, but not exactly anything that's been sipping in my wine.
We just agreed to help more out of empathy for you.
Yeah, so if we know what exactly to bring to that human out there, we could try and help negotiate for you, because he really seems very like, I don't want to deal with him. I just not. He didn't even tell us your name before getting here, to be honest. How rude. He didn't.
So rude.
But, if we at least know what to bring to him, we could maybe see what we could get you and just make this a super stable environment for you, your family, maybe for a couple more human generations,
Mm-hmm.
So, just if you could just let us know, I'll see what we can do for you.
All right. So I think it's fair. I think I've heard a good side, which is the deal on the table from the other folks. They want to cut us in just shy of a gold piece a day for every worker here. Effectively. I mean, that's just the monetary aspect. There's also the magical and arcane natures that we could consider, the promises of power, my own talk show. I don't even know what a fucking talk show is, but they're gonna offer me one. Apparently, I got a series they could offer me, something in the works, like a little 9-episode miniseries. I have no idea what the fuck that is, but it sounds cool as hell. They said I could talk about woodcutting or whatever I wanted. I mean, I've got a lot of opinions about a lot of things. Personally, I think the nymphs have had it too good for too long, and giving me a place to speak about that and my experiences with nymphs, that'd be a game changer, So I mean, I don't quite know how many people it reaches, but I mean, I hear it every morning, so it's got to go pretty far. I mean, they're talking, this deal for them. They get some wood that we're already providing to the humans. It's a little bit less wood overall is what they wanted, but the upside seems really high. So if your gentleman is willing to, I don't know, like beat their offer, I mean, I could see being stagnant a little bit, but I mean, they would have to be, I don't know. I mean, what's fair? Like a year to year, like some of you look kind of long. Well, he like moves away from Colt. He's like, some of you look kind of long lived, except for the child over here. But like, what's fair? Right? Do we renegotiate every year? Do I got to meet with you people every other 6 months? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of new to this. I'm used to making a deal that it's finito. It's a one and done, right? You want insert object here. I want something of equal value. We shake on it. Bararush is done. Is sealed up. I wave my hands, and it happens. Okay. This shit, I don't know. It's business. It's bullcrap. It's bureaucracy. And I'm trying to pick a winning horse at the Derby, and I always lose all my tickets on the horses. Okay. You know how many times I bet on black and it comes up red? A lot.
So think about it this way: if you get a gold piece a day for 6 months, or however many copper this gentleman's paying you for generations, what's gonna be the better deal in the long term?
Well, that's gonna be the thing, right? Is like, I don't know. I don't really know. That's why I guess I'm asking you folks. if you all have faith in these humans, right, and you think they're gonna win, then the perceived value of their gold goes up, right? Like I can buy shit, then I can order things, I can subscribe to, Pixies monthly or quarterly, I mean, I could pick things up, but if the gold piece goes down, that's what we call an economic downfall or some shit. Suddenly I'm sitting on a bunch of pretty pieces of metal that ain't worth two fucking shits. These other people, they got other things, they got other avenues that I could be paid out in, compensated for our work and our time. I mean, I'm sure you can appreciate that. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't just work for like, I don't know, crates of gold or some shit, right? You guys work for like different shit. You diversify, that's what the treants are always telling me, real slow and shit. You need to diversify your bonds. I hear about it all day. Diversification. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to diversify my portfolio and make sure that my family is taken care of and my family's family is taken care of. I got people just like yous. I gotta answer to. I came off a little hot on the collar. That's just who I am. My bad. Fucking forget about it. Where I hear is, I mean, you work for people. You understand. You're working stiff like I am. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets a piece of the pie. The metaphorical pie in the sky, what have you.
And that's understandable. So you should, look out for their long-term benefit. And if the King of Silverhearth wins, if the prince succeeds in his mission, and you choose the wrong side, then they might not be so willing to come back to you.
That's a big if. Those are two big ifs. That's a big if. I mean...
There's also the negative side that you're not considering with Montserrat. The pillars that he's been erecting are flowing necrotic energy and draining the lands. You think those won't come to your forest if you side with him?
They do what now?
They kill the world so far. I've seen one in place. Drained the life pure out of the soil.
You pulled my fucking leg. They seem like nice
that is
people.
True.
Yeah,
You look at me. I tell you, I know a thing or two about how necrotic energy can tear something apart.
Give me an intimidation check.
11.
11? Like, thinks it over. What's his... Yeah, he thinks it over. He's like, I mean, like, how bad are we talking here? Like, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, I believe yous, I mean, I should believe most of yous, pointy-eared types, real tall, highfalutin society people. But I mean, you all have done historically fucked up shit for fucking years, and it's never come bit me in the ass. I mean, not to stick any blame on you, nothing here, sister, but I mean, we know what happens down south with the, if you know what I mean. We synced it.
That's a whole different deal, and you're talking about.
That's a whole different deal. She says, "Okay, okay."
But you're talking about different matters. You're asking because you're saying you're judging us, but that's a different matter, and you're not looking at relations that you've had with elves. We're looking at the relations you're having with humans right now that you've had for generations, and before that, it was the giants.
Mm-hmm. So here's my.
And now you're considering a deal with an unknown source that. If you can send people out to go study them yourself. You are one with nature. You will see the effects it's having.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know I'm not too welcome in this conversation, mind you.
I mean,
but Velithil, I think he might be a little bit more convinced if he saw what was going on with your other arm, if you will.
Yeah, she got 3 arms. Does Brad have 3 arms? Yo, I've never seen 3 arms on a girl before. Show me your 3rd arm.
I'd have to cast Alter Self.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've been there before, get some of the ladies a bit bigger than you, got to alter a few things,
But that's not quite the same thing, Orville.
Oh, that's not me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Not bad. I mean, yeah, so point of order, right? Just so we're all on the same page here. I feel like we're skipping a few things here. he's saying ifs and buts and coconuts and all that other shit. The necrotic stuff, I'm not exactly for, but I've looked past it for a number of years. I have cousins that have gone to the other side of the forest, if you know what I'm saying. And they're doing okay. I mean, they're eternally sad and they like to pick on people a lot, but they're doing fine. They have kids. They stop over for every 8th holiday or so. I think I'm probably going to see them after this whole winter thing blows over for the coronation of the new year. But they're good. They're creepy as fuck, but
I think
you get a little family.
It's just a point you have to consider that your deal with the humans has allowed you to harvest only sickly and old trees, whereas in your new associates, if you choose to go to them, may make all the trees sickly.
Give him a persuasion check.
$17.
Jumanji rules. He thinks it over and he goes,
No, I caught Orange Cassidy. I knocked over my figure.
You can't knock
The
over
dice
Orange
was
Cassidy.
fine.
Breaking Orange Cassidy live on stream. Orange Cassidy, we're sorry. So 17 was your total?
Yeah.
He thinks it over. He goes, yeah. I mean, I guess it. I'm hearing what you're saying, what the Seder boy's saying over here. Devil's in the details, right? Like, devil you do know, a devil you don't. It's just a very handsome offer. You have to understand. And again, we're talking about ifs here. If there was a way to ensure that humanity is going to last, I mean, not for nothing, but I heard the gods are all dead all of a sudden, and nobody likes worshiping dead gods more than, those people. So it's kind of like, how sure are we that they live long enough for it to matter? I don't want to make any deal I'm committed to a dead guy, Oh,
it's completely, and that's why you made your last deal an arrangement with 3 generations. I'd think if you're talking about the time in which you would renegotiate, you'd want to make it every generation. Humans last such short amount of times, and so much can change
It was
within
great.
a single generation.
Oh, we got a hell of a deal for 3 generations. Let me tell you that. It went by like a fucking flash. I mean, that's the trick, but like,
I mean, it's what, 150 years for humans?
not even.
nothing.
One of them died
Yeah.
on the crapper. Oh my god, it was so fucking. It was great. He just shit himself to death. I never heard of what dysentery was. That's terrible. Like, have you guys heard of dysentery? This shit's the worst.
I've been around humans. They get that sort of stuff.
That's crazy. It's like it clings to them. They get in a wagon, boom, dysentery right off the bat. Not even 2 days on the road, just wham, right in the shitter. It's crazy. Okay, it's like they never heard of lesser restoration before. I mean, what fucking idiots, So yeah, I'm
To be fair, what Vel is talking about too, you could work it into the deal that if they're done, dead, dead as a doornail, none of them left,
Yeah.
that you're done. No more deal if they all die.
you can promise me
You
that?
deal with direct descendants. If
Yeah.
a line ends, then it goes to you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they always want to have that, like, the fallback option, you know what I mean? I mean, I would like it if you could arrange it. So we're talking, if I go with let's say I'm going to entertain this shit. Okay, say I'm going to, play ball as it was. They love their ball. What how many balls do they own? I thought it was just the 2, but like, it's always play ball and we're going to bring you to the table and we're going to make a deal. Like, fucking, wonderful shit in this shit. I'm just saying, how sure are we that you all could hypothetically put into this new deal that in the event that, I don't know, a mass extinction event were to occur, that I take ownership of everything? No more bureaucrat bullcrap. We take it all. Now I'll give you, I'm not gonna help them die, but I'm not gonna help them live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have, maybe I can put a foot in each camp and then, win, lose, draw. Hey, the old Piscopones comes ahead,
Well, yes, I think it's very important for you to be having a complete control over how any scenario like that might go. You never know how long humans are going to last.
It's
They're
exactly
doing
right.
well right now, but they piss so many people off.
They piss each other off a lot too.
They piss me off. You know, yeah, I'm right there with you. All right, so, I mean, you're just doing this out of the goodness of your hearts, yeah? Like, you don't have any skin in the game or nothing? Like, I don't got to worry about you, like, fucking me over all of a sudden?
Well, I mean, we're going to get some human coin out of it, but really that was just a little bonus alongside with us wanting to make sure that this... He really seems rather foolish, and I didn't want him to try anything stupid with you. So, of course, we weren't doing this for nothing. That'd be damned foolish.
All right. So, like, can you be bought?
Oh, absolutely.
What would it hypothetically, like, he looks around to each of you and he goes, I know there's one more who's outside, and the other one's got, you know, I seen the ears. I know you can hear real well. He kind of lowers his voice, but he goes, hypothetic. None of you is wearing a wire or nothing, right? You don't got no bronze, no tin. I make you undress. I don't want to search nobody. I seen some weird shit on people. We good? Everyone cool?
I got my plate mail.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think JJ does carry a wire, actually.
You have a fucking wire on you?
It's just so I can talk to Velithil or Colt without annoying.
It's a short range. She can't.
Yes, I ain't here to talk. You think I
You-
want to deal with
You
him?
take that wire right now and you throw it the fuck away. I don't want to
She
anywhere near this
is gonna
conversation.
put her
No.
towards him. You can take that one. Like, I'm not gonna touch it.
No,
It's
I'm not
all
touching. I'm not touching that wire.
I ain't touching it.
You
Not for me.
Throw that wire away. Just throw it away. I don't want it.
She'll snap the string.
Snap it. Now you got two wires. Throw both those wires away. What the fuck are you doing? Have you never? I said get rid of the wire. Just get rid of the fucking wire.
How do you want me to get rid of it?
Just fucking throw
Just-
it on
just
the ground.
Just get rid of it.
You pick it up later.
You like throw the two pieces behind you. They like flutter and like ting 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 on the ground behind you. He looks over at the rest and goes, all right, no one's wearing a wire. We're a bunch of cool people. Lay it on me. The person you got outside, what's that? It's the muscle? That's like, is it the shooter? You know, I don't agree. They're going to be like a hunter's mark
I
and an
would
arrow in my
call-
forehead?
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. I would certainly call her a cleaner.
Fuck. Okay. I hear you.
But she just ain't a big talker, negotiator.
Oh, no, the cleaners are usually not very big negotiators. You know, they're a solution, if you catch my drift. They got a lot of cleaning solution. I've heard it, you know. They walk into the courtroom and they're like, I've come to clean the windows. And then, blah, it's all blasted all over the walls. I've seen it 100 times, at least 100 times. Never go to a circle without knowing who's in attendance, you know what I mean? You find a little ring, and you make sure that only friends and family are allowed in, okay? Too many times someone shows up and bada boom, bugbear, crossbow, 3 people dead. Nobody knows what happened. All too often. You know, fact of life over there. So you keep your cleaner out of cleaning supplies. You catch my drift?
No squeegees.
No I swear to God, if I see one fucking squeegee, the whole deal's off. I will throw you so far under the bus, you'll be driving with fucking camels up your ass, okay? No squeegees. I ain't fucking around about squeegees. My cousin Larry died to a squeegee. I'm not doing it again. Okay? All right. So between you and I, hypothetically, what would it take for you all to, like, tell this guy, hey, them's the breaks, kid, 2 gold a day per person, all their holidays off. I mean, we got a lot of fucking holidays, you know? We got to give reverence to every spirit, every aspect. I got guys wanting days off for their birthdays, their name days, both of them, both name days, beginning and end of the year, you know? It's a tradition. I mean, we're going to want the beginning of every season off. We're going to want mid-season. We want, you know, a midsummer festival's huge here. We want the end of the season. We want to worship the cycles of the moon. I mean, we want a lot of days off too. What's
If
it
you
going
want
to
all of those days off, you can't expect to be guaranteed 2 gold a day. You have to give up some of it for all of this compensation.
Now hold on here. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Well, I'm gonna compensate. Yeah, like I'm listening. Okay, I'm picking up on your lingo now.
You're getting those big words I use.
Those big fucking words. I got it. The big fucking brain you got. Okay, I'm listening. I'm picking up what you're dropping down. Okay, maybe you just drop between us. Maybe what you want. I give you what you want. We get a little handshake-a-rooney. Handshake Jones over here. And, then we got a deal. We got a deal, and you guys agree to maybe you have your cleaner mop up a little bit of mop-a-reno on this whole deal-a-reno, and then everything just goes my way, I just take care of you guys. You get paid from the fucking idiot. He gets his deal, not exactly what he wants, but, you walk away happy, I walk away happy, and no important people are hurting this deal. Okay, only a human.
Well, wait, real quick.
Okay,
so 2 gold a day?
2 gold a day, all holidays.
For every work day that you actually work, that y'all actually work. 2 gold a day for each work day.
No. Okay, here's the thing. I need check-in guys. Okay, it's a very normal thing. I need guys on the work site that just show up and they say, I was here today, and we just pay them for showing up. That's the way it works.
That's really not good business.
It's great business if you think about it. It's brilliant. Because then I can say, I had 20 guys on the job today, and they're going to pay me 20 guys. But realistically, I only need 10 guys to do the job, so everyone makes double. It's called a double dip. Have you ever heard of a double dip?
Yes.
I mean, yes, some of you, I'm sure, have had a double dip. You know what I mean? Like either financially or, in your personal life, what you do with Goliath is between you and Jesus. I'm just saying. But
who?
He's they believe that he was like like the son of the Messiah or something. It was irrelevant. Okay, don't worry about it.
That's one of those older religions.
Yeah, I mean the Goliaths are real weird people. They're real soft-spoken, a lot of weird beliefs. Apparently caves revive people. I don't know. Not my fucking business. Okay, moving on.
Good
here we go. So, where we're at here, hypothetically speaking, is you tell me a little dealerino. We make what we affectionately refer to in the fairy business as a side bet. All right. So I ante up something you want, and you give me a guarantee that my demands are going to be met, because you're going to invoke this guy and say like, hey, that's it. It's this and nothing, and you just give him, you put on those big, tall people, puppy dog eyes that you guys have. You just, I'm so sorry, mister. We can't, that's best we can do, and you lay it out for him, you explain, you make it sound good with your fancy words,
I'm curious, because you talked about diversifying earlier. What is it you can put on the table?
Oh, I mean, what do you want? I mean, if you like friends, I can get you some friends. If you want, maybe a little bit of oomph in your step, a little change-a-reno, maybe you don't want to, I don't want to assume anything about anybody, but maybe Green over here don't want to be green no more. Maybe he wants to know what it's like to walk a day in the sun as a 5 foot tall individual,
Actually,
maybe
maybe there's something that I want that you might be able to help me with.
Well, see, everyone's got something they want. I mean, a good friend of mine always said everyone has a price. So, I try to lay it out on the table,
See, I'm dealing with a little internal conflict with some certain dark forces.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But they trouble me every so often, and I could use defensive wards to protect me from good and evil, ensuring that I could no longer be possessed or any such thing.
I mean, in the realm of possibility, I have heard of a situation like this before, my long history of work. I mean, if you got to call in your cleaning friend to make sure that they're on board with this first, I'll allow that too. But, I could find something that would fall off the back of the oak into your hands. Maybe the amulet that might do something in the similar vein as that shows up today, and then the necklace to wear it, we get that next week. You know, that's how they ship them. They ship them one at a time. You know, so maybe I could work that out for you. And if your friends as well are on board, we can come to an arrangement. Maybe, you know, stuff the pig, as it were. Don't you me? You've been doing this before. I can smell it on you. You've done this kind of shit before. Don't give me that hairy legs. Come on now. I know you guys. What do you want? You want a flask that never runs out of wine? I got a dozen of them. Dozen of them.
Bucky like kind of perks up.
Yeah. How about a golden fiddle? I got fucking a crate of them. You want a golden fiddle? Never goes. It's never in tune, but it's made out of solid gold. I don't know why people want them. They sit on stumps all the day long and challenge people, and okay, it's a fucking golden fiddle. Who cares? Sounds terrible, but I mean, say it is like them, you know. How about I got another thing. I had to say it way back in the day. One of this big fucking wooden Mascarino. You know, let him see into the future and shit. I go get one of them. I don't know what the future holds, but you would know. You know, I mean, a little bit of Dealerino right there. Maybe you got some honey or sweet on. You know, maybe give you a little something to mayhaps make them a little bit more agreeable to your satyrly advances. You know.
I don't know about that for me, but
I mean, talk to me, pal. I mean, I looks at Colt. Hey, young guy, I've been there. Okay, it's tough not being the biggest guy on the playground. I get it, but like, what if you was the biggest guy on the playground? You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm good. I'm comfortable.
Okay. I mean, okay. I get it. All right, so I'll tell you what. Why don't we hit a recess here? You all think about maybe what you want. You can talk about that a little bit. Then we come back, and when we come back, you lay it out. We figure it out. What do you say to that?
Well, that sounds good. Then we could see if our cleaner has any demands.
All right. Yeah, I like that. All right, so we'll be back in 15 minutes. We're going to take a 15-minute break here while we have a recess. For everyone tuning in with us, hope you're having a good one. A little bit of a more intense negotiation, I would say. But yeah, hopefully it's fun to watch at the very least. It is 8:19 Eastern Standard? Sure. So 15 minutes, that puts us at what, 34? So 8:34. Let's take 15 minutes. We'll come back and we'll be back here for part 2 of Second Wake tonight. For everyone hanging out with us, we do appreciate you. Hope you're having fun. We'll see you in a bit and see you soon. Bye. Hey-o, there we go. Hey everybody, welcome back from break. It was a bit of a longer one. But when you did it, you get them RP sessions and you're like, I got a lot to think about, but I'm not given a lot of time to think about it when I'm saying stuff. So, all that fun. Hope everyone's hanging in with us tonight. I never check how many people we have, but if there's more than 4 of you, holy shit, hi people. So yeah, that's how that works. I don't really have anything past that. I got given, Replasma gave me Chipotle, so it's delicious, in case anyone's curious. Chipotle, they don't sponsor us, but I'll take free Chipotle. That's fine.
They
I'm
certainly
just
could.
getting
Hey,
free
Chipotle,
Chipotle.
if you're out there.
Yeah,
Those
get in
were
the
good
comments. All right, so when we last left for break, the group was meeting, discussing, and at the dealing table of a one Donnie, i.e. The Dawn Piscopones, a fairy that is in service to the lumber mill and cyber village, working out of the Opalwood, looking to renegotiate and seek benefits of a deal with his effectively the human family that he made a deal with generations ago, or rather his people made a deal with generations ago. The group had been informed that this individual has already been approached by representatives of MMLR 660 and now there's effectively the curiosity in the air of what it's going to take to get everyone to reach a peaceful resolution for this one. When we went to break, the group wanted some time to discuss, take a break, think about what they may or may not want, and as they head outside of the dealer room to catch a breath, take a breath, you all head outside. You can see Morgan standing next to the wagon, and as well your nobleman Antonio and his and his bodyguard of sorts, his head of security, standing there kind of eagerly looking on, awaiting any information that's coming out of this initial meeting with Donnie. So you guys head outside, and with that, the floor is yours. You may discuss among yourselves whatever you'd like. Morgan, you see the group coming back out. There's been no sign in the entirety of this meeting of any other creatures that have escaped out from the area, but you have noted every so often a shimmer, almost this like playful bit of light and giggling that seems to emanate around about 100-foot distance around you. It's almost as if the trees themselves are full of laughter. On small occasions during the minutes of this meeting, you've noticed suits of empty armor rattle and clang walking across the kind of like open area of the village itself. While nothing has been fully in sight, only these suits of armor seem to make any motion, noise, or momentum in this otherwise quiet and kind of strange village. And that's where we're at. The floor is yours, Seekers of Galanti.
So y'all think we can get this human to come to terms?
Well, I mean, I'm going to go over and tell him that unfortunately his family's generational, wow, I just can't start sentences today, claim on this forest and this mill has come to an end, so he is going to have to meet the terms that he's being put with, and so it's just a matter of what we and him can come to, but he is going to have to make many concessions to what the Dawn wants. So I think that's the page we're all on, correct?
I agree.
I agree. I was thinking of maybe putting in his mind that he not be the only purchaser or contract that Mr. Donnie has. So
very much so, JJ. You're on the same page as me in this book. We may even have to mention that certain individuals who are paying to eradicate humans are actually interested in being in this. He's already so afraid of them, but I'm not certain that we want to mention that because it could cause some rippling knights in shining armor coming to destroy these fairies.
Yeah,
Certainly.
we probably don't want to mention that, just in the sense that if we're trying to broker a deal, he might get scared off anyway if they're involved as well.
Who is a really good bullshitter?
Point of
JJ,
order.
are you a good bullshitter?
Point of order. Morgan, you can rejoin and approach the group. Sorry.
I assumed I was going to.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to state that because they're having this conversation. I'm assuming it's not happening in front of the nobleman.
I'd hope not.
Yeah, I'd hope not to.
I mean, I can try and bullshit. I mean, I just know bar talk more than
it's just
anything.
we know that his competitors were already building other facilities and things, and once he understands that he doesn't have as much of a claim to this land as he think he currently does, then well, he may understand that he has to give out a bit more.
Indeed. I mean, we could all... I think he's most familiar with me, you, and Orville, since we are the ones that sat with him
Yes.
that night. So it's probably best that at least one of us goes to him.
So let me just take a minute and I will update Morgan on what went on inside.
Ooh, I like that. Rather than try it, you just go, I tell her all the shit.
Do you want me to say it all?
No, it's fine. That's fun. I like that. I like that better than that. I always worry about that with like, okay, let me retell it how I remember it. And then it's like, I can't. I have it all.
It's more just like in the TV show where you just watched a thing and then now
So-
here's the clip show of what was
it's
just happened.
It's like the line and it just goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then we tell her everything we know. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
But yes, we stand an opportunity to gain honestly, in my opinion, much more valuable resources than even if we didn't end up with the trifle amount of gold that Antonio's offered us. So, is there anything you might be interested in? Oh, also, he's the Don is a little concerned with you. We sold you as our cleaner, which I believe is a title that you've really earned.
I suppose.
You probably can. Oh, he's a very
Slightly
cute. You could
accurate.
convince him that you feed them to your cat.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not saying that necessarily has to come up, but if you need to be menacing, there's so many ways.
I'll just nod and look towards Shankini, who is there.
Wow.
If I may, and I don't want to be the stick in the mud here, but I don't know. There's something about this that I don't feel real comfortable with. All of this.
What's wrong?
I don't know. This just all feels kind of slimy.
Actually, I
feel
think
like
this
we're
is...
double dealing with a lot of people, and we're making deals that I don't. Maybe I don't fully understand what's going on, but I'm not too comfortable with it, and maybe
cold.
I'm willing to help y'all do what you want, but maybe I don't want to accept any of the payment for it because I'm just not comfortable with any of this.
That's fine. It's perfectly within your right to decline anything of that sort. But do consider what we are doing here is gaining benefits from both sides, yes, but we're also ensuring that this stays in the current hands with the human representation, and we don't let this forest come into the control of Montserrat for whatever means that he would try to use it for.
Not to mention, this is fairly normal for business dealings going back and forth, and
Yes.
it's very lucky that there's honestly just any sort of mediation at all, and because truly, Don's got quite an upper hand. It's technically his.
All right.
The eyes of fairy law.
Very low.
I like Belle's point of keeping this forest out of the control of this fellow who says he's going to kill all the humans. Even
And then
if
we're
they're not
also
the best
ensuring
folk.
that the workers here are being compensated well. Sure, there's definitely some manipulation on that end too. But
Think of it this
honestly,
way, Colt. The human was paying us. Now the fairy's paying us. It's equitable.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the problem I have. I feel like he's paying us to be dishonest, and
I'm not being dishonest.
Yeah, how are we being dishonest, Colt?
Well, maybe I misunderstood. Why is he paying us now to help broker this deal?
We were already going in. Our reasoning was to assist him when we were walking into this. That was our original intention. And now he's just trying to make sure that he gets everything he needs for him and his people. And so he's putting a little sugar on top of it.
This is a win-win-win.
Well, I wouldn't say that until we've won 1-1.
Well, it could be. Has the potential.
Not to mention, we only get Don's payment if we do indeed convince Antonio of what Don wants.
But then, is it fair to accept payment from Antonio if we're already getting paid? See, that's the problem I have. I
We're-
feel like we're getting paid for something that
Well, Colt, would you feel better if we didn't take Antonio's money and we just allowed him to put that on the table towards paying the workers?
I mean, I'd be more comfortable with that.
Because
I mean,
I'm much more interested in getting the item that the Dawn can provide me with than any amount of coin that Antonio can offer me.
I'm much more comfortable with that if that's the case, but I mean, I stick by what I said to Antonio. We made a deal regardless of gold. That's not very important to me. I mean, we're going to protect him and we're going to help mediate a deal just because we have a deal with the Dawn. Where I don't want to forego any previous deal that we made for the sake of getting a better deal, if that makes sense. I
Well,
hope that
now-
that's also how everyone else feels.
the deal was to mediate for him.
And
So
to keep
long
him
as we
alive.
mediate, we are actually, if we keep him alive, we get 10,000.
But here's the other issue. We're being paid to mediate, but a mediator doesn't take a side. And I think we're very much taking a side right now.
We
I'm
very
gonna
much
be
were
honest,
taking a
Colt.
side before we agreed to that.
Yeah, exactly. I took the side before this. They were,
That's-
I gotta be honest, they were here long before anyone else was. This is technically their land.
Alright, maybe I'm just I'm just arguing over small details. I mean,
Colt?
I go with whatever the group wants to do, but
No, I
just not
understand
super
your
comfortable.
concerns. That's why I want to make sure with the rest of the group, if we are willing to barter our payment to help improve the chances that Antonio will take the deal. Is everyone okay with not accepting his payment, putting that back in towards the deal?
Let's try to make the deal without putting that on the table, and then, if we
Yes.
have to,
I mean, I did try and convince Antonio of that, and I did mention that to him, but maybe now hearing what the other side wants, he'll take that deal. So it has already been planted that might be an option.
See, fantastic.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I ain't got much use for the coin. I could surely agree to that.
Well, before we finalize anything, and we do need to make sure we've had a signed, sealed, well, mostly just words and a handshake with what everyone wishes to gain out of this from the Dawn.
I'm having a rough time trying to figure out what exactly I would personally want. But I know that it's quite important for some of y'all what you could get out of it.
Definitely allows me to speed up something that I was thinking was going to take me much longer.
masks that can tell the future don't sound ominous at all. I definitely want that.
I feel like fate is nodding its head and you should be very concerned about it. But I'm literally the last person to judge you for picking anything ominous.
That Mr. Sampson back a ways told me about some special fruit that supposedly grows out here in the Opal Wood. I'd like to see if I might be able to, try that.
Do you want that?
I'd like to at least, lay my eyes on it. I'm not sure, what kind of bargain it goes for or how rare it is.
Oh, he made it sound fairly rare.
He did. I'm not sure what kind of price or what kind of bargaining power it commands. But if it ain't too much, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
If that's what interests you.
It surely is.
What about you, Morgan?
Sorry, there's just something loud behind me. I'm always down for some gold. I don't really have anything specific that I want to ask for. But I think we're doing both jobs, and I don't see anything negative about either.
The thing about gold is sometimes you have to think outside of it. Just sit on gold forever. Maybe it'll come to a use for you, but we're presented with a rather old individual who may have access to many things.
I know what to ask for.
You made yourself illegible by touching your mic while you did that.
I don't know what to ask for. I don't know items or anything like that, so...
I mean, I wasn't sure if there was an item for what I was asking for, because I was asking for a magical effect. But I think there is one, but I haven't looked it up. But you can think of, like...
Ask for armor for Chunkini.
Ask for Chunkini to be made into Battle Cat. But like... You never know exactly what you're going to get out of deals like this. But it's one of those things where you can kind of go for out of the box ideas and see what you pull out of the box.
I guess that's the thing, I just don't have anything out of the box I can think of.
Well, you mentioned a bow in the other chat. Like I said, I think if you ask for a fairy bow, you're going to get a very tiny bow.
Yeah.
But you could ask for a weapon that would befit what you do. And, who knows what you'll come out of it with, but...
I'm gonna get like a mop. Like
You get a squeegee.
You could get a death mop.
God.
I'm not gonna lie, death mop, pretty great. But yeah, I mean, I'm saying it more vaguely, but you could be more specific. I was pretty specific with what I was asking for because I wanted to just make sure I said, to prevent possession. But you don't have to necessarily be like, I want a +3 battle axe that does lightning damage. You can be playful with it and see what you pull out. It's really fun.
I want another spell slots.
Hands you a pearl of power.
More spell slots.
Yeah, with that, if you guys have a good idea for what you want or what you're deciding to do, what's the next play? What do you guys want to do? You can see that Antonio and Carl continue to look on kind of anxiously as you all discuss with Morgan what the next steps of your plan might be or entail. How do you guys want to progress from here? You tell me.
Well, some people consider, I know you have to consider as well, JJ, but do you want to go talk to Antonio for a minute and kind of let him know the lowdown?
Sure, I guess
I'm
I'd
bad
just
with
wanna,
words today.
I just want to
I had a rough night.
confirm a couple things just so I can accurately,
Sure.
tell him he wanted holidays, fairy holidays, all of them, and 2 gold
Both
a
name days.
2 gold a day.
2 gold a day.
Moon cycles.
Oh, those are holidays.
Yeah, those are part of the holidays and whatnot.
Name days aren't holidays, so include both name days.
Yes,
Those
yes,
are personal.
yes. And dental. Dental seems to be said a lot around here.
I feel like they might have some serious cavity issues. How much sugar do you think Fae eat?
A lot. It's a lot. We love sugar.
Yeah, they need dental.
I mean, hell, how long do they live for?
I mean, you set out honey
Long
for 'em.
time.
Long. Yeah, see, like I ain't gotta go worrying about no teeth. I'll be dead by 40. I'm 26. I ain't got much longer. I ain't gotta worry about that. I don't need no dental.
Who needs teeth?
We'll be feeding or applesauce by next week.
Squish up some bugs, it'll be fine.
All right. I mean, if y'all want me to go talk to Antonio, I will go have a sit down with him, see what he says. I will not mention who the other interested party is by name.
Well, no, but you can infer he already has competition, so.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll
Alright.
join you, but I'm going to let you do most of the talking, just in case you need a little bit extra support.
Thank you. I'd appreciate it. Anyone else want to come along? All right. JJ will wait up for Belle, and then she'll walk on over.
All right. So you walk over. You can see Carl and Antonio standing there, kind of looking onward. The merchant of the Magnanius Alliance, the family, kind of looks at you with a bit of a smile, hesitation, soft bit of worry in his eyes. He looks to you, walking cane in hand. Let me flip this. Wham! There we go. That way we're facing the right way. And looks in your direction and goes, well, it seems as if you've had a production, or rather productive, sorry, I'm thinking of other things, a productive first meeting with our mutual friend. Perhaps you could enlighten me a bit as to how well these negotiations are going to go?
I mean, I've got some good news and some bad news.
All right, let's start with the good news and forget the bad.
We gotta go through the bad as well.
We don't have to. I mean, come on now.
We
can just
absolutely
ignore-
do, sir.
Okay.
Were you aware of the contract between your forefathers and Donnie, sir?
Well, I told you about that. I had a passing knowledge of such things, a family agreement, an arrangement that might be reaching its logical conclusion. It's part of the reason why I came here in the first place, against my better judgment, to ensure that these things found their rightful renewal.
Right, so you're aware that you don't really have a claim anymore.
No, I hold on a second. I wouldn't say all that now. I would simply say that I am awaiting a contract renewal for a beneficial arrangement between my individuals and interested buyers of Silverhearth and the people of the Opalwood. It's effectively just it's continuing service for a profitable venture that has existed for 3 generations.
Right, 3 generations. It is a long time. So I gotta be honest. He knows that this contract that your forefathers had is pretty much come to a head.
Right. But he has no reason. No, he has no reason to not renew.
He actually
with
does.
me.
He actually does quite have a reason. He's got other interested parties that will pay more.
Who dares to encroach on my arrangements here in the Typhoon? Is it one of the other noble families? I will have you know I can have their names stricken from historical documents. They will be nothing
Stricken,
by the time
sir. Stricken, sir.
I prefer strucken.
But he's free to look around, and I mean, folks hear things, and folks see things and whatnot. And
Who are these folks? Opalwood people? Those
they're folks in the area.
forest dwellers? Is that who's speaking of these horrible things? They mean to rob me of what is my right.
What is your right, sir?
the right to this land, this business, and this profitability. It has existed for as long as the history of my family has settled here within Silverhearth. 3 generations now. We've owned
You're
and
the 4th
operated.
generation, sir. So this contract is fairly null and void, I gotta say. But you have to bring him something good. And to be honest, he does have an option for you.
Hmm.
He did counter.
An option. A counter. Okay. So he's what? He's going to meet me halfway like we discussed when you spoke of this in my tent?
I said we would see what we could do for you. But what he said that he can do, and it will be done and handled, is he wants 2 gold a day for his workers.
Sorry,
he wants holidays and name days, both name days.
We discussed
off.
that they can't have that. They can't. That's
And
too much.
he also needs dental, of course.
For what teeth? They're magical midgets. I don't know. What do they need teeth done for?
Teeth are tricky business.
Which one of them's a dentist even?
Exactly. They have to go find dental elsewhere.
Oh goodness! Now, come on. You're telling me you went in there after everything that we discussed and how you were going to be fair, and you're telling me I have to bend over and kowtow to these heathens?
Now, to be fair, you didn't inform us of the contract that your family had. You give us no understanding that your claims have come to an end and you truly are in a position where all you have left is to renegotiate.
Well, that's why I was
if you want this to continue. Otherwise, unfortunately, he's able to go to whoever he wants, and we've already greased the wheels for him to be willing to go back to you. And that was hard enough as it was, because it sounded like some people were really putting some great offers down. And we helped ensure that he would make continued business with you. But you're going to have to hear his new demands, because 3 generations have passed and so much has changed.
At this point, Antonio, his face turns to a kind of a bitter scowl, and he goes, "So you spoke to them, and you heard the other offers, and you think that my offers are not good for these people? That I'm not good enough for them? Is that what I'm hearing?"
I made sure that he would understand that you were good enough, but you do have to prove to him that. Because yes, the offers were very generous.
Well, this sounds like an absolute robbery. A robbery of everything that has been stood in place for generations at this point. 2 gold a day is a noble's pocket change. It's legitimately making them all into effectively their own fiefdom. They'd be able to take so much money out of the local economy that it would cause a crash and rippling effect nationwide. You must understand that this cannot be. 2 gold is simply too much, and if I'm going to be honoring all of these holidays that they just make up on a whim, it's not a good way to do business. It is not a way. I thought that we had an understanding that I would see my way to meeting you all halfway so that you could see a happy resolution to the situation. Now you've met these people after talking and negotiating a deal with me, and you're saying that I have to bend over backwards and I should be ever so grateful that I would be given this deal. That's what you're telling me.
Sir, our deal with you was to, 1, protect you, which I believe we did quite well last night. And then 2, to mediate for you. We did meet with him. He could be asking for a lot more. They are the original inhabitants of the Opalwood. This is their land.
Well, they wouldn't have this land any longer if it wasn't for me and my family. You do understand that?
They could probably. I'm sorry, sir. They could probably whip your ass. It's to be fair. It is what it is. Those folks sure are who they are.
Well,
do you have a counter for him? At the very least, do you have anything to counter with?
Well, I will counter soundedly. And he looks over to Carl and he's like, he goes, I don't know. He goes, well, if they don't at least meet me on the salary. I'll give them the blasted, terrible holidays. They can revel as much as they'd like. So long as production is met. But we have to come off of this. I think 2 gold is absurd. I will go as far as 5 silver a day for his workers. But you need to understand something, and you need to make him very aware of something. I am not to be pushed around here. If not for me and the whispers that I can put into the ears of people more important than myself, something he is unable to do in his situation. Well, if not for me, then the king will come to regulate the forest. And suddenly, the dead trees will not be the only ones chopped down, but fresh opalwood wood will finally meet its way in Silver. I and my family have strove for generations for the natural preservation of the opalwood so that it is not over-harvested and that it is not tilled in preparation for war times. Now, there must be some consideration with that. Now, I'm not saying that I am all that stands between this and the entire forest being leveled to the floor, but I am insinuating it a little bit. I feel that I refuse to allow you to discredit the efforts that my father and his father before him and his father before him have provided to these people in safety and peace of mind, and knowing that perhaps they will go the way of the giants.
Can I interest check his like self-importance?
You can roll interest, yeah. He has a 3.5% interest rate. He puts 2.4% down. Yeah, you can roll insight. Go ahead.
Can I roll a credit check?
Can I roll a credit check? Yeah, he's got a 780 credit score. It's good, but it's not great.
That's a 20, please.
A 20?
Yes.
Natural or dirty?
No, it's
okay. Dirty 20.
It's a heathenous 20.
Heathenous, filthy 20. You get a read on him, and he's definitely shooken up, and he at this point is kind of like reaching the stages of grief, where he's gone from bargaining to threatening. It seems like he was very sad and put off by the initial mail that he had received from Don. And now he's kind of gotten more to like the Weasley deal with you guys at the campsite, to being a little afraid that he almost died on the road now. And he was like, okay, we'll meet it here. The read you get is definitely a man who is like nearing his breaking point. And at this point he is threatening something that is not seeming to be in a place of like deceit. It is something that you can tell, whether it's true or not, he believes he can accomplish. Like, he believes that if things don't go his way here, and even if he makes this deal and he's unhappy with it when he leaves, there is a potential that he could, turn the rights over to someone else to just clear the place out. You are not sure about like how viable it would be, especially since they're already fighting at the plummet. But you know that's just the prince's regiment. You're not sure like the full military might of Silverhearth, how that would play out. As Silverhearth's, like the edges of the opal would actually bleed into Silverhearth like directly. So they have a great staging ground to wage a campaign on the opal wood if they had to.
Look, sir. The other offer is a gold a day.
A gold a day?
Mm-hmm.
So
gonna be honest. You gotta be better than a gold a day.
What, I'll do a gold and a copper piece. How's that? He'd take that pittance and say that he won. Would that sedate him? Would that please my fairy overlords?
I'm not sure that it would please him. He's just trying to take care of his folk and his family.
He's
just
trying
like
to take
what I
everything he can
assume.
steal.
Just what I assume you're trying to do for your families, and just what we're trying to do for the folks that we care for too. It's
roll persuasion.
$17.
17? Okay. Give me a second. 17, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He kind of thinks it over. And he goes, All right. How about we did he tell you who these other individuals are who are making this offer?
In so many words, yes.
Who are they? If you might share that information, it would inform my decision-making process.
JJ looks to Belle for a second.
I think the truce is necessary. Understand the opposition you're dealing with.
Yes, sir, then, it would be the folks to the south inhabiting what we assume to be Kin's Plummet. The folks that we hear every morning. That is the opposition, and that's why we are really trying to get you to take on his deal. We do not want to see more of what they're doing in particular. To be honest, if you take his offer, you'd be doing a service to Ravon and ensuring that they're not building more outposts, they're not building more things.
Well then, that is rather interesting. Would you swear on this that they are cavorting with these special interest groups to the south that we're hearing of? These purveyors of threats to the human race?
I wouldn't say he's cavorting. I'm just saying that they have brought an offer to him.
Okay then. So perhaps a gold a day is what I have to beat. We'll say a gold and a silver. I think that's more than fair. I'm only going to honor one of their name days and only one major holiday during the season. But I want it somewhere in writing that this deal is ensuring the peace between Silverhearth and the Opalwood as a unified front against whatever the hell that monstrous voice is in the mornings. I want it in writing.
Well, very doesn't work in writing.
Well, I don't care who writes it. I want it stated. If it has to be signed and stamped by your people, I mean, Weaver's Chosen are fairly good for their word from what I've known. I merely want a written cert that states that the great and prestigious D. Magnanimous Merchants Alliance and Family helped to prevent a number of, shall we say, strategic items to fall into the hands of a potential threat to humanity. I think that has a nice ring to it that the bards could spin in Silverhearth. I could get the additional notoriety for being a, shall we say, businessman who prevented an uprising and insurgency, and you all will get your whatever it is note of renown for assisting in this matter as well. We can put your names on it, and these seekers of Glanti or whatever, this name you have made for yourselves, we could co-opt it, this document. That way we would have written proof that we have come to a diplomatic arrangement with the people of the Opalwood in a circumvention of a potential downfall of the human race.
I'm sure I could transcribe y'all's official agreement, just so you have it for your records. I'm sure I could transcribe it.
I think if you want the full agreement of them to stand in opposition, you may need to offer that 2 gold. You now understand the severity of the situation.
I understand the severity.
And you understand the renown that you will gain from this is far more than monetary.
Well,
and that renown will bring monetary gain.
You can roll persuasion at advantage because you're both saying the same thing.
$13.
13. He thinks it over and he goes, I honestly can't match that price. I have a number of other investors, shall we say, that require a certain level of profitability from this mill. I am bashful to admit that things in the De Magnanis family are a bit on the rocks, which is why I've taken this matter so seriously. But if I agree to a wage of 2 gold per day for each of his workers, it will ruin me. I can, at best, do a gold and 3 silvers.
If we waived off fees, would you be able to manipulate, push it any further?
Your fees? The agreement we had made earlier for the crates of gold?
Yes.
Well, it would serve to ease the burden, but it depends on the length of the contract. A few crates of gold are only going to last so far as a minor stayover, shall we say. As to the repercussions of such a deal and arrangement, in the long term, it leaves us with very little to seek pure profitability and gain economic independence from the situation. We need to understand that this business venture is not a pit where we throw money away because it was the right thing to do at the time to prevent whatever it is we might be preventing. A story goes very far, but money goes much further, at least now.
But that's where it does present. When you return with the tale of what you've done here, you will be able to ensure further investors who can then supply you with the funds that you need, because your name will hold so much more prestige.
I'm not sure how they deal with things where you're from, but my investors are the people who will be whispering how wonderful this deal is and spreading it like a fine dish to all of the noble families of Silverhearth. But if I don't have enough in the meal for them to wet their beaks, they will immediately shoot it down, and then we're back to square one, where, again, my earlier threat suddenly becomes quite a reality, I would assume, in that endeavor. Now, I myself have a number of obligations, as I have said. And yes, your thinly veiled threats or worry of doom are well heard and rest heavy upon my mind, I do assure you. But I am a businessman first, and I will not allow the bankrupting of my family to be feasted upon by vultures simply because it was the right thing to do. At current, a fanciful story might work well in Direwood, but not in Silverhearth. Silverhearth is known for its money and for its wealth of economy. It's in the bloody name of the city. Your worth is weighed in silver of your house. I can't allow my house to go bankrupt, otherwise I'm no good to anyone. Surely you understand.
No, I do. And I did not intend for the severity that I put upon this situation to come across as a threat. But I just have an understanding of where it is and what this individual to the south is capable of, and those were my concerns. So I do apologize if it came off as a threat to you. I'm trying to ensure a peace here, and that the best can come out for both parties. And I do believe that you understand that, and are putting forth a very reasonable offer now.
I thank you for seeing reason after this back and forth we're having here. Now, that is where I am at. My breaking point is a gold, 3 silvers for each of his workers. That would ensure that I could still make my partners happy, while additionally attempting to say that profits will be down due to, again, the good of the realm and all of the honor and renown that might come with that, provided we can have it in writing and it is provable to the nobles in attendance. Again, if it does not become a fruitful venture, there is no reason that my partners and silent investors will simply not just throw me to the mud and deal with the Opalwood in their own way. I am, again, the face and the home through which profitability to the east flows. And if I am no longer profitable to those who I owe, then there is no use for me. And that, I think, is much more of a concern to this dawn of theirs.
I looked at JJ.
I mean, we have many times offered our cut of this deal to you, but perhaps to them it'll be sweeter if you just offer it up front. But if they could at least get 2 holidays a season and full moons.
We're arguing over minor things here. The days off are merely going. I will grant them every blasted day they need off, so long as they continue to meet their order quotas. When we need wood, it needs to be provided. I need people on top of that. I need to ensure that is the case. If they want to take every other day off, that's fine, but it means that the days they do work need to be doubly so. It can't be as it is currently.
You mean they don't meet their quotas?
They need to ensure they meet them. At current, they do, but just barely. There are a number of times where we go to pick up the carts that they've laid out for us, and they're just putting on the last log, it seems as if. From what I've been made aware of. They're lazy. Uncultured.
Dealing with cart drivers and whatnot, they ain't always the most honest folk.
Well, I need to find honesty from someone here. So this is where we're at. These are my terms, and I think this would be best for everyone here. We ensure that they accept their wage increase, their raise after 3 generations, fine, so long as it is still maintaining profitability. Again, I can do a gold and 3 silver for each of them. I can ensure their holidays, provided I am given an expectation of arrival, that the quotas that we send out will be fulfilled in full without any delays. I don't want to hear, well, we had a drunken orgy the night before and we couldn't get to it. That's unacceptable behavior, even from fairies. I realize I'm dealing with crazy people here, or crazy things, but there needs to be a modicum of respect that is paid forward here. And finally, I need, in writing, whether it be from your people and ushered by you, or from his people, that in making and brokering this deal, my family, and of course the Seekers of Galanti, have assisted in brokering a peace and prevention of effective wartime assets that could have fallen into the hands of a potential threat to humanity. If you're able to promise me these things, I will go in there, we will make the deal right now, and I will not second-guess a moment of this interaction. If you cannot promise me that right now, then I believe we are done here. Carl will ready my bags, and we will be out. And we will simply allow the governments to deal with it as they please, and my investors will do what they must.
Well,
How about we go take your now final proposal to him and ensure that everything is in a good understanding, and then we can get this all signed off on.
Do what you must. I will not wait. I will not wait more than an hour, however. I will give you the hour. If I don't have a reconciliation by then, I will leave. I've had my time and my life threatened too much in these recent days. I will not be left out here awaiting a grooming of murder.
well, I guess we gotta give him the news. Thank you, sir, very much for your counter to the counter.
And my thanks for all that you've done so far. I can see that Weavers chosen are of a different breed altogether. And he waves you off as you guys head back to your group.
Investors to the east. JJ will discuss with everyone else what Antonio said.
Okay.
So,
don't mind me.
So they got their wages up. They're getting holidays.
Yes, but we won't be able to put forth all of the Dawn's demands, so we are actually going to have to make them both come to this agreement. So, not much benefit out of this for us, but at least we're ensuring that these lands don't fall to Montserrat.
And that's pretty good for us. So it's less problems we might run into down the line.
well, at least we didn't shake on the Dawn deal. So.
Right, well, let's go in and inform this of Dawn. Bucky, would you like to stay outside, and if Antonio tries to leave, just have some vines meet his wheels?
Sure.
Bucky stands outside, vines at the ready. The rest of you head back inside?
Yep.
Yeah, you head back inside. You can see that the candle is still burning in the middle of the table. You note on the tablecloth in the middle of the room for the first time, Morgan, you're seeing this this individual, this small fairy, walking, pacing back and forth. You can see there are runs in the tablecloth where he's been just going back and forth constantly. As you all re-enter, he kind of flutters his wings up a little bit and turns in your direction and looks you all over. He goes, "Hey, hey, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Hey, how's you all doing? Who's who's the tall broad?"
That'd be our cleaner.
Oh, shit. And he immediately turns invisible.
She just wanted to introduce herself, sir.
What? There's no one here anymore.
She ain't here to do cleaning.
Dawn, we have good news and bad news.
That's how they clean you. I want her weapons on the ground.
Morgan, place your weapons on the ground.
Fine.
Did I show you? It wouldn't save you from her if it was... Don't worry about it.
It's Chunkini you need to worry about.
Chunk what now? What's a chunky? What the fuck is a
You just
chunky?
can hear little tinkles. Little tinkle
Ting, ting,
bells.
ting, 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 ting. He's like, oh no, they got one of them. All right. Nobody make any sudden moves. I've heard them bells before. Terrible, terrible bells. Where is it?
He's just gonna meow as he plops down in front of me.
Wow. He goes, it's a fuck. Wait, hold on one second. Hold on. he comes to his voice. It's just a fucking cat. Why'd you put bells on a cat? Who does that? What kind of sick son of a bitch does that shit? He's gonna put bells on a cat? Like that's scary?
I think you're having a better understanding now.
It's not even a real cat. That's more me than you, kid.
Slightly intimidating. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm so intimidated of a spirit that gets called by lesser magic. Yeah, you got me. I'm fucking terrified in my fucking fairy wings over here. You know, 100 of these or more fell in the forest not like a day ago. You know, I mean, not as fat. Good lord. Like, spirit, you're letting yourself go, friend. I'm just, I gotta say it myself. But lord, I mean, what an absolute unit. Like, fucking... Do you ride that in the battle, or how's that work?
It's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. I'm just saying, you know. So, what can I do you for?
You want to be the bad news bearer, Vel, or?
Oh, be bad news.
Sure,
bearer.
I'm good at that.
All right, all right. Go ahead. Let me thoughts.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to take your previous offer, but we have finally gotten a reasonable offer from Antonio.
Hold on now. What exactly is fucking reasonable here?
Holidays, a gold and 3 silver a day.
Okay.
This has to be done for 3 generations. And he said y'all can have the days that you request off for your holidays, right? But you just have to make sure you meet those quotas and deadlines. That's it.
Quotas and deadline. Come on, you're breaking my fucking balls here.
And then-
You haven't had a problem with it already.
Yeah, you already do it.
Come on now, but like, you know, if it takes you longer to get something done, then you get paid more. I mean, I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah, but maybe when it's time to re-up the contract.
3 generations from now? Are you fucking kidding me?
You said it
it's
goes
a blink
by
of an
quick.
eye.
It
Blink
goes
of an
by
eye for you.
quick, but I mean, like, how quick is quick? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, look at the benefits you've already gained from the last deal to this one.
I mean, benefits. I made benefits because they changed the market. I used to trade in fucking diamond dust and shit. You kidding me? Giants used to hand me rubies the size of, oh my god.
Yes, and now you're dealing with human commerce.
I hate human commerce
Just-
so much.
Well,
It's the fucking worst.
that's
All
what the
right.
market is right now here.
The market's terrible. All right. It's gonna be okay. You know what? My fucking prostate's swollen up to here with this fucking shit. Okay, not gonna get a drop of piss out tonight. So what you telling me? I got a gold, 3 silver, all our holidays, and I just gotta promise that whatever stupid ass order he sends over, we get it done one way or another. Maybe give me till like the end of the month or something when he sends over his demands. Yeah, is that fair to you?
I mean, what's usually the quotas that he gives you now?
Yeah, like he sends these cots. There's a couple of them outside. He wants them filled. I mean, I don't even know, like 10 or so tons of bark and oak.
Yeah, but what's the turnaround time?
I mean, are you really wanting no turnaround time? We want the turnaround time we give them. I mean, we gotta wait for these trees to die, unnatural causes, you know, because we don't want to ruin the forest and nothing like that. We gotta make sure that there ain't nothing extra on it, no people living in it. One time I sent a whole shipment, family of squirrels in there. Shit got nutty. Overall though, I just, you know, we really gotta look out for that kind of stuff. I mean, it's gotta pass inspection. I gotta get 3-4 pixies on it. They walk through, they speak to the tree, they tell the trees next of kin, hey, it's time to go. I gotta explain it to the tree, and it's a whole process. So, and I got a lot of people to pay, a lot of wheels to grease, as it were. You know, you gotta come to terms with that. You know, it's just, this shit doesn't just happen, okay? Trees don't grow on trees. Well, yeah, they do. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm trying to say, though. Like, they don't just, you know, this isn't just like a magic sword getting flung out of a lake, okay? It's not that easy.
I think you're not looking at this. Before we were putting 20 workers to do 10's job, and now you wanted the 2 gold, and now you just apply 30.
It's a lot more workers, though. I gotta pay more people, and I get paid less. How's that supposed to work?
Not when 10 are still doing it, Don. We talked about this.
No. Look, all I'm saying here, right? I want to avoid any backlash as perceived by other people, right? So I want to make it look like we're really productive, and I want to make as much money out of this guy as possible. I'm going to just be straight with you, okay? It's a good-ass deal you're giving me. I appreciate it, okay? I appreciate you with that, okay? But here's where we're coming at a little bit of an influx here. We got a fucking issue. I got heartburn over this. Fucking my ticker, it just ain't there what it used to be, you know? I mean, again, you know, rituals ain't what they used to be. I'm just saying. A lot more nature spirits you gotta keep happy. You know, fuck this guy. Seriously, fuck this guy. But if you're telling me it's in my best interest to do it, I can see what you mean. But I need a little something extra, little something to put over the top, a little something from me. You know.
What are you looking for?
I mean, it's kind of stupid. I don't know if I really want to ask for it. But, like, I heard that maybe they're handing out, like, official like titles and shit. I want one.
How about protector of Ravon?
The whole, isn't it the country?
Yeah, because if you broker this deal,
No fucking shit. You fucking with me.
so hear me out. So
Alright.
if we do this deal,
Actually, is on the table.
it is on the table
On the
because he
table.
also
Uh-huh.
was like, "Yo, I would love to be heralded as a protector because we had to let him know you have other offers, and y'all could be protecting the realm together
I like that.
from those folks."
We're going.
Down
He
in
wants us to
Kingswoman.
do a whole write-up
Yeah,
about
he just
how grand this is a thing. It's going to tout it about the whole town, the entire city. Everyone's going to know that he and you, because that's how it's going to be written up, are literally defending
Mm-mm.
not just this forest, but Ravon and the city of Silverhearth, where all the humans think it's so damn important.
Mm.
it will
like
be
that.
written about in all the history books.
They write books about this shit.
They write books about history.
No
yeah.
fucking shit.
Right.
They write books.
Humans
So
will write
many
books
books.
about anything. God damn.
Fucking humans.
They write
want to
poems
shit.
about random shit.
They really
They
do.
love
it's
this
good.
shit.
All right. I like this. I like what I'm hearing. All right. I like what I'm hearing. All right. I get a title. Protector of all of Ravon. I don't want it to be like Ravon hyphen Opalwood. I want it to be the whole fucking thing or nothing. Okay? No deal otherwise. No dice. You get him to agree to that on nice paper. I don't want none of that dumb shit that like they made it in bathtub gin or something. I want nice paper. It's written on with nice inks and I want my name above his on the thing. If we're both gonna be protectors, I want it to be Protector Donnie Piscapones, Protector of Ravon, and then like maybe we put his name like a little bit smaller. And we're like little baby Antonio, little bitch baby Antonio, Protector of Ravon also. But like my name has to come first.
Your name first. Understood.
100%. You don't fucking screw me on this.
He just
I mean,
said
we're going
that
to be
he-
writing it.
Yeah, we're
Well,
the ones
I'm
writing.
saying you don't fucking screw me on this. I
Yeah.
I'm not super good with the reading thing in human, but I know a guy who can read real good. He's been around a long time too. He's real good.
Well, so you'll accept his offer if we add your name as Protector of all Ravon,
I want a title.
Protector of all Ravon, Donnie Piscapones. Donnie the Dawn Piscapones.
Yeah. Is that like a good title? Like Protector of Ravon? Like people would like, they think I'm a big guy, like I'm a big fucking shot. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't it sound big?
I mean, it does to me, but like I'm a fucking fairy. So like, you know, you're out there. I don't ever leave the fucking forest. Like
It's pretty big.
Like if I went, okay, say I like went down south to like the fort they got down there, right? Real nice fort, real pale white fort they got down there. Okay. Every so often I've gone down there disguised as a knight with like me and 30 of my friends, you know, just palling around working the old scarecrow, if you know what I mean. And you know, we've been hanging around and I try to talk up some of the honeys and you know, I'm a fucking nobody. They're just like, you ain't got no job, you're a scumbag, you're fucking 3.5-inch tall fairy. I get it, okay? I know what I is, okay? All I'm saying is that maybe I show up, hey, I'm a fucking protector of Ravon. That's a big deal, right? Like I can fucking use that shit, right?
Of course, it takes a little bit for word to circulate,
Uh-huh.
but he's got folks in high places that help things go around a little faster.
All right. I like what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. You get him to agree that I get a fucking title, and nobody's not going to use they have to use my title. I don't want to be fucking spoken to like some schmup, you know? I want to, you say my whole ass name. You say my whole title. I don't want to be spoken like, I don't want no snapping. I don't want no Donnie boy comes clean my shoes. None of that shit, okay? I'm a made man from this point on. I want it in writing. I want it in their fancy human writing so I can shove it in their fancy human noses.
Sounds sounds like a plan. If y'all want, I'll go back out there and talk to Antonio and see what he says.
All right. All right.
JJ will depart.
You head back outside. Bucky's sitting there. Antonio's like tapping his foot, like angrily waiting and like checking a small dial out of his pocket. Like just kind of like waiting every so often. Bucky is trying his best to whistle. Just like, doo, 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 doo. I'm definitely not going to trap you here if you try to run. You come back out and Antonio kind of rushes up to you and he goes, so what has he said? Has he spoken? He's agreed?
All right. So he's got a counter to your counter.
Of course he has a counter to a counter. So unagreeable and
It's only
egregious of a
good
monster
business.
he is.
It's only good business,
this
you
is-
know. This is
mhm.
part of the whole tango.
Good business. Mm-hmm.
All right. So his addition, if he will take your offer if and only if
Mhm.
it is written in writing
Okay.
by us
Okay.
to be circulated and whatnot, and
Sure.
you know, to bring back up north,
Mhm.
that he is also a protector of Ravon. He would like his name, that he and you both are protecting the realm in these desperate times from folks like MMLR and the like. He would like that put in writing in that contract, so he also has a copy of it. And he would like to be called the protector of all Ravon. He would like you to be mentioned after him, and you know,
Well, after him.
y'all mentioned together. Y'all mentioned together.
Well, it's
So-
alphabetical. I should go first.
Mm.
Antonio comes before Don. It's A, B, C, D. So realistically, it should be Antonio and Don, protectors of Ravon. See how it has a ring to it? Clearly, I should go first.
He'll take your offer if you just let him have the paper with it on there.
Gosh damn it! I've kowtowed to many of his demands. He's getting a times 100 increase to his salary. At the very least, my name goes first. It's just the right way to do things. I didn't think I had to explain that to you. You seem of a bardic sort. You seem to be well spoken. No, my name starts with an A. It goes first in the alphabet.
I think
I'm not going off
that
of
it
fairy
matters that
languages.
you're mentioned at all, to be honest.
Of course, I'll be mentioned if we're handing out titles. I want one too.
You're going to have a whole story written about you.
Of course, but I'm going to have that anyway. That's what bards are for. That's what we pay you people for.
Don and Ravon do rhyme.
But not as, I mean, yes,
It'll
it does,
sound
but-
better as a couplet, you know.
Yeah, okay, but
We can make it into a song, a poem.
You're gonna make a song? Is that what you're
can make
trying
a
to
whole
sell me on a
song
song?
and poem.
Okay, well, in the song, my name goes first.
No, Don would have to go first because it rhymes with Ravon.
Make it rhyme. How hard is it to rhyme? You can do it. Some things.
Antonio rhymes with what? Look, you've got a stellar name, sir. You do. You
Antonio
do.
rhymes with
Also,
Carl.
sometimes
What does Antonio rhyme with, Carl?
sometimes the better things come second.
But
He builds up to you.
what do you mean? What do you mean the best?
What
things come
title would
second?
you want? What title would you want?
I'll take the same title. It's just a matter of that my name comes first in this documentation. I need to make sure that it is. I mean, no one's going to accept a document that's out of alphabetical order. There's no order at all at that point. Carl, what rhymes with Antonio? Think of something. You're smart. He goes, I don't. Antonio, she moaned, Dio. Yeah, there we go. She moaned. That doesn't. That's fucking stupid, Carl.
Yeah, that don't quite work. All
What if,
right.
like Antonio Rodeo. No, that's terrible. Look,
Yeah,
the
you're
point
not
is my
quite
name
the
goes
rodeo
first.
sport.
Okay, I mean, that's non-negotiable here. I mean, if we're handing out titles to people, they're not even really people. Let's be honest here. I mean, realistically, my name should come first. That's the proper way. I'm not being unreasonable here. That's just the way that it should happen. What?
Oh,
Just want to correct something. Just for the sake of these discussions,
Uh-huh.
We are people. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of course you are people. You're Weaver's
And
chosen.
they are people.
Well, you're elevated, my good sir. You have a purpose in this world other than cutting trees down.
I'm gonna go tend to the horses.
Colt walks off.
Listen,
As it finally comes out of the wash.
Orville's gonna join.
All right,
Colt.
Orville heads off.
I'd like to have a little
Just-
talk along the walk.
he's a little fella, and he's just trying to feel big. If you give him this, it's all in your hands at that point. You just have complete control. If you just let him have his name written first, it's the minorest detail, and you're giving him everything to him.
Give me a persuasion check.
7.
7. And so he goes, if I bend this much, he's going to just try to walk all over me. Well, 4 generations from now, it'll be a whole mess again. Because he'll have gotten away with murder, and now he's getting what he wants, and his name's above mine, and it's just... It's not right. It's not right. No one's going to... It'll be the laughing stock of it. They put a fairy's name ahead of my name. Come now.
Do you really want to have failed in your mission because you wouldn't put your name second?
Well, it's a principle of the thing. I'm not sure that I would expect you to know that, but it's the principled thing. It's alphabetical order. It goes back as far as history itself, my good sir.
But it's not just an alphabetical thing, it's a seniority thing. He's much older.
Oh, come now. We're gonna pull the age card because I'm human.
I mean, I will. How old are you?
Old enough. Okay, fine. Fine. He's older than me. Put his name before mine. But I wanted in writing that this deal brokers peace among Ravon and prevents military assets from falling into the hands of savages to the south.
From 2 great protectors.
2 great protectors. Maybe one name comes before the other when we retell it to people. We pay the gods for that.
You know what? Why don't we give you a copy that has your name first, and him a copy that has him name first. His name first.
Come on, it has to match. But actually, that's a good idea.
It still has the same content. The names are just flipped around. That's it. That's going to be the only thing different.
It feels a bit backwards, but all right. I'll agree to that.
Then we have a deal.
Fine. So he kind of like grumbles. He goes, let him know I'll be in just a moment. Make him wait for a few minutes.
JJ will return.
Okay. You return back to the meeting room. Orville and Colt, you guys have yourself a walk-off. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Colt, I really like what you tried to do back there. I do. Being folks of slightly different color and slightly different build, we do get treated differently in this world. You and I both know that. But there are some people that just are never going to see it that way ever, no matter how much you talk to them, no matter how much you try. There are people that will just refuse it. And I feel like, Antonio is one of those people. And I hate to see you waste breath trying to convince a stone to be a tree.
Well, the thing is, though, Orville, I do appreciate you saying that, but sometimes not saying something is I feel like this is a G.I. Joe PSA right now.
PSA.
This is
if one of you turns blue and goes, "That's no good," like we just have a Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon.
Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, it's after school special.
The other half is extreme violence.
The other half is red and blue lasers.
Red and blue lasers. That way, no one gets hurt or injured or killed.
It may not be worth it to say something to someone like that and maybe just ignoring them, but I don't know. It's just, it ain't a part of me to just let something like that slide, I guess. I don't know. It's demeaning, and I don't like it. It doesn't all have to be like that, and I mean, it it's shit like that that makes me almost want to root for these guys that are trying to eliminate humans, but I know that that's wrong too. So, but
No, I like the way you say that, Colt. You know, even if you're not changing their minds, still having said something seems to be better than never having said nothing. Thank you.
no, thank you for the talk and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Of course. I'm not good with. I'm not much good with negotiating, so I kind of just have to stay out of it.
Yeah. I feel, yeah. I feel like I just muddle everything up and end up pulling out my pistol and shooting someone. So had to get out of there.
That's what these hands have done historically. And, I can't say I'm proud of everything they've done, but what do you say we go see Mustard and Mayo, huh?
Yeah, it sounds good.
And the two goblins walked off to pet horses together, just in view of a large broken mountain.
It ain't like that.
Oh no! I mean,
this ain't that kind of movie.
I'm just, because the Middle Earth mountains are just right there to the south. So you guys are on the back end of the mountains, like the broken back of the mountain. Yeah, just never mind. Don't worry about it.
Orville, we can't. It's forbidden.
Orville, your line is, "Why can't I quit you?"
Why, oh why, Colt Honeycutt, can't I quit you?
Oh, perfect. Cinema magic, just magic. Oh, chills. All right, yes, JJ.
What's Antonio's last name again?
I have it right here. Hold on. It is D. Magnamius.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you inform Donnie of the deal that's going down?
Yep.
Okay. You agree to mediate the meeting, allow the pair of them to meet, agree to the terms that you all had effectively fought and won for each side, and write up all the official paperwork, right?
Yes.
Okay. A couple hours pass. There are some choice words used between the two of them, but with the six of you working together in tandem, having come to agreeable arrangements, and of course writing up contracts that they each can sign and review, you provide a copy to each person, using your skills as a bard and a scribe to switch the names for Antonio's copy, just to make him happy. You manage to get everything taken care of, and peace is made. You watch as Antonio and Donnie shake hands to bring conclusion to this conflict. The pair both thankful for the resolution of this. As the meeting draws down and ends, Antonio looks to you all. He goes, as he's putting the contract in a kind of a spell scroll tube and sealing the top of it and making sure that he keeps it very close to his person. He goes, well, I will be heading back immediately to Silverhearth. I am in desperate need of the finer things in life, and I think I've spent just enough time on the road. I thank you for your intervention and for your assistance in this matter. Per our arrangement, am I to send your parcels to a certain location, or shall you come pick them from my estate in Silverhearth?
I think we should have them delivered to the Galanti estate.
The Galanti estate in Deerwood?
Yes.
Very good then. I will have this taken care of. Again, Seekers of Galanti, as is what is written on this contract, shall state for eternity, as long as I preserve it. You all have brokered great peace this day and prevented terrible, terrible business and a rippling effect across the land of all of Ravon. I do thank you. There will be a number of interested parties that hear of this, and I can assure you, your reputation will precede you as competent mediators, albeit not always in the favor of humanity, but I suppose in the favor of what you deem to be fair, which is an admirable quality these days, I shall say.
I thank you.
And I thank you as well. He gives like a soft kind of like, almost not a curtsy, but like a kind of a forward bow. He kind of like leans back with like one hand on his chest, one hand out, which would be like kind of a formal, noble greeting. He goes, be sure that whatever business you have further southward does not deter you from returning to the civilized world. I can hear Wren's Fork is a truly barbaric place, and their mayoral candidate is interesting, to say the least.
Should be another enlightening experience.
I think you will find them a bit less accustomed to the wants and needs of civilization as a whole, but yes, at the very least, they can be, well, you'll be well in their company. I think you'll fit right in.
I wish you well travels back to Silverhead then.
And I to you, of course, and you all of the Seekers of Galanti. Be well. I will have your shipment delivered the moment I return to my estate, and you can rest assured that they will arrive safely. I will spare no expense at ensuring these things are arranged for you at your home. Well then, I think I've had just about enough of this place. Carl, we're leaving. Yeah, okay, boss. He goes, he kind of like moves a shoulder cape over the front of him and sets off with his walking cane out of the mill. Donnie at the other end of the room kind of like waits, the door closes, and he goes, we got him! We fucking got him! Oh, that son of a bitch! Oh my god, we raked him over the coals. We beat his ass. And he's like, someone get the wine! And as he says this, you know, the room you're standing in, slowly dancing lights, all the lights of the room begin to flutter and flick and glow even brighter. And in their place, replaced, are a number of fey creatures, pixies and fairies, all like slowly coming down and filling the room, like almost like falling like leaves upon that. Many of them cheering and roaring. And you look at this over now, and you come to realize that, yeah, a gold and 3 silver is a lot when you're paying for several hundred people working in tandem. And they commence celebration. Donnie immediately has half a bottle of wine poured on top of him, much of the dirt and grime from his job pouring off of his clothing. He's like, oh shit. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you, and I'm gonna fuck you. Don't tell your husband. Don't do that. Hey, Frankie, you didn't hear it from me. And just, you know, I mean, you know how she is. You know how she is. And he slowly makes his way, high-fiving many people. This big, now wine-soaked contract in his hands, like not bothering to kind of protect it. It's kind of just, who cares, it's a piece of paper. And he walks over to you all and he goes, all right, you tall sons of bitches. I don't say it a lot, but you did good. You know, sorry I had to bust your balls there, but I couldn't seem weak in front of human sympathizers or whatever, you know. Nothing personal, I hope.
Very understandable.
Can I pick up my weapons now?
Oh yeah, you can pick them up. I didn't care either way. I don't think you could hit me. I mean, don't try, because like, not for nothing. I have you unnumbered. You know, I got you unnumbered like 1,000 to 1. So it probably wouldn't be smart for you. You know, you might end up in the river or something. I don't want that for you. I don't want to make a broken home for your cat friend. Okay.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes, and then as I'm picking myself up, I'm gonna use Mage Hand to start petting Chunkini.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you pat and you're. He's like, God, the fucking sounds of that thing. Jeez. All right.
Oh, Dawn.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Protector of Ravon.
That's right. All of Ravon, in fact. Not most of, all of it. The whole fucking cookie. Okay? You get the whole thing.
I know we didn't get you all the way to the end of your lucrative demands, but you know how well you got off.
I mean, I have gotten off better in my day. I'm just saying. But I mean, I did all right. You know, I did okay. I think I played hardball pretty well. And you have a bunch of people like, you sure did, Don? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did. I see you, Henry. You stole me 3 silver, you piece of shit. Say hi to your mother for me. All right.
Could we still find a way for me to receive the item that you mentioned?
Oh, I mean, you know, the deal's on the table. I mean, what do you got?
Well, some coin.
Yeah, coin. I got a lot of coin all of a sudden. I recently came into some money. I don't know if you heard. This fucking guy.
Yes, I think I recall that.
Oh, good for you to recall. Yeah, it's a good piece of information. Hey, Vinny, you know, tell your mom she'll be okay. All right, yeah. He's like as you're talking, he's like putting arms and shoulders over other fairies and like kind of like doing the old Italian like stiff upper lip thing. You see him like reaching into his pocket and pulling out like pieces of acorn and putting it and tucking it in like the front pocket of a couple of people. He's like, get yourself something nice. Yeah. Go see them squirrely boys, you know? The squirrel show's pretty good.
I have something that could be of use for you, depending upon the types of things that bother you every so often.
Okay, you know, I mean, I'm living a pretty lush life, but yeah, sure. You know, what do you got?
Oh, I've got a lamp of imprisonment that has a vacancy.
A fucking what now? Holy shit! You didn't say no. Okay, look, toots. Okay, I'm not gonna say what we didn't have was fun or whatever, but like, I ain't into that. So you have to find another tenant for your vacant hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm not gonna fit in there.
No, don't take the lamp out.
Oh, fucking again. Not my kink. Not to shame you or nothing, but
for someone you don't get along with, you deal with creatures that this can easily contain.
Oh, that's way different than what I was thinking. I thought you were in like this imprisonment type of Forget what I was thinking. All right.
You're not my type, no offense.
Okay. First off, I'm everybody's type. I'm just saying. Look, just because I didn't turn into a swan doesn't mean I'm any less beautiful today, okay? Like I could... Yeah, man of your fucking dreams is the whole...
you could probably turn yourself into my type. That's not the point.
I mean, you know, what do we want to place a bet on? You know? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so this lamp doodle, what do you want for it?
I would like the amulet you were mentioning earlier.
Oh, now that's something different. I mean, lamp's a lamp. What am I gonna do? Jail my cousin Vinny? I don't think.
Well, if you have to.
I mean, you know, and I'll take the lamp. I mean, I'll take it if it really imprisons people in it. Sure. I mean, I can see how that would be useful in a certain situation. What else you got? What else you got?
If I could instill a maybe little fun thing to think about for 3 generations down the line.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
You could imprison the next one in line when it comes down to the negotiating time and say, oh, no one showed up. It's my lumber mill now.
Holy... Stop the fucking... Hey, you! Stop the fucking presses. Everyone shut the fuck up. And like the room gets really quiet. He goes, are you insinuating that a man of my caliber and creed, a man with my title and renown, would possibly instigate a kidnapping on a human child, locking them up in a prison of my own design to make my own benefits and ensure prosperity of my people? You think I'm that kind of person?
Not a child. Just
because you're absolutely fucking right. I would definitely do that. I'm sold. Yeah, the lamp for the necklace. That seems great.
Fantastic.
I once had a buddy. He was this goblin guy. He kind of did this shit. He kidnapped a baby. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm down for that. That's saying that, you know, I wasn't sold on the lamp. I thought it was pretty fucking stupid. I'm like, when am I gonna lock into it? But stealing a baby, I mean, now that's old school. That is Stone of the Fae type shit. That's the circle of princes and princesses over here. We ain't done that in a long time. Okay, that's some Titania level bullshit. I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah, definitely, 100%. All right, I'll get you the necklace in like a week, right? So you give me the lamp today. We shake on it. Week by, you just gotta leave the aspect open for it to be delivered to you. Real simple stuff. I'll tell you the details. We shake on it now, and get that to you.
Now you said it could be gotten today.
I mean, it could, but like, then it's a rush job. I'm trying to celebrate with my people here. I gotta find you
It's
in a
not
day.
like you have to do it yourself.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess, I can get somebody on it, but then, it's just...
Come on, we got you this great deal. You made 100% extra over what you were making before, and you're getting this fantastic trade. You understand the benefits of it now. Let's just get this handled quickly. We're all happy.
Give me a persuasion check.
And then you'll never have to see us again. How fun.
14.
14? Okay. He thinks it over and he goes, all right, maybe I can dig something out. I guess I can work off the clock or whatever.
I mean,
you just need it to...
Your benefactor will have to pay for that, those extra hours.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, gold is what it is. All right, I can do that. But I'm not gonna touch it myself. That kind of magic gets a little weird. So I shake my hand. I'll get to you tonight.
Deal's a deal.
Deal's a deal. He puts his hand fits in like the very palm of your hand, and you shake his whole arm with just like a little tiny flick of your wrist. He goes, all right, deal's a deal. Give me a lamp. Ah, holy shit! Just drops to the ground. You hear clink, 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 clink. He goes, that son of a bitch is heavy. Ugh. All right, somebody pick that
it's
up.
got to keep things inside it.
I guess so. Like you said, like 5 people, like 1, 2, 3, and they all lift it up and start carrying it out of sight. Goes, all right. So don't ask a lot of questions, how it works, whatever. Tonight, before you go to bed, just rip out one of your teeth, put it on your pillow. When you wake up, Emil will be there for you. Don't ask a lot of questions.
Got it.
All right. It doesn't have to be your tooth, but you didn't hear that from
I
me.
understand.
You didn't hear that from me. Okay, you didn't fucking hear that from me. Okay.
I wasn't fat. I
Trade
already had that
secret.
figured out.
Trade secret. Just didn't hear that from me. All right. Well, deal's a deal. Any of the rest of you meatbags need anything? We good?
Could you tell me about that mask?
Which one? The one sees the future?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a custom job. It's pretty good. I think it's laying around somewhere in the world. I think, I don't know. What, do you need one?
That would be a very interesting prospect.
It would be a very interesting prospect. I mean, I'm no miner, but I like gold. So you tell me, what's it worth to you, kid?
Oh, quite a bit.
Okay, well,
But I see you have a lot of gold.
I do have a lot. I'm a rich man. I'm a titled individual. I'm upper crust, high society. I might get myself a collared shirt.
A what now?
A collared shirt.
Oh, okay.
It's a fabric. Maybe you've heard of it.
Bucky says he kind of like takes out his glamored cloak.
Mhm.
He says, "What about this? Would you trade for that?"
What am I looking at? A piece of silk? Some fabric? What is this thing?
He kind of like shakes it to change color.
Oh, come on. You serious with this? Come on.
Yeah.
Serious. Come on. No, you're not serious with this.
You just wanted a collared shirt. You wanna.
I mean, what am I gonna do with
glamored cloak?
This is a whole tent. You're selling me a tent. What do I need a tent for? It's a tent that changes colors. You know what else does the exact same thing? A pile of leaves. Believe it or not, my hand to the Fey Council themselves. I'm telling you, a pile of leaves, a little bit of dust, boom, turns into whatever I want it to be. I could make it a bunny. I could have a bunny tonight if I wanted to, but I don't want to. A cloak that changes. Oh man, I've never seen that before. I have dish rags that turn into living things. Come on, kid.
Well, what would you want for the mask?
I mean, is that all you got? I mean,
Well,
I need stuff done if you want to do stuff for me. I mean, I got certain people. Maybe I want you to do a couple things for me if it's not too much out of your way, Your Highness.
He
I
kind
mean-
of looks to the group.
Depending on how long you live, 100 years or so, maybe closer to like 40, I got to see a guy about a kidnapping. So, like, if you're in that business, let me know. I'll get you taken care of. Let me fix this real quick.
I'm not a kidnapper. Oh,
Okay, well, maybe you're like a young adult napper, right? Either way, we're splitting hairs here. Well,
no, you
what
see,
is-
Morgan's the cleaner. I'm the one that makes the messes.
Okay, well, maybe hope she wants something too. I hire her services out in advance. It's called prepayment. Well, what do you got, kid? I mean, and I don't need a fur coat. I don't need a tent. I don't need your horn. What do you got?
I got magic.
I mean,
But you got plenty of that.
I got tons of magic. Come on, I've got magic coming out of my ears, literally coming out of me. Look at this magic. You see that? See how pointed my ear is? Normally not like that. That's a sign. That's a sign that I got something going on here. Okay, something special. Okay, you see this right here? My palm. You see how this line right here in the middle of my hand goes all the way down to my wrist? They won't tell you about that, but that line's not supposed to be that long. Okay, that's my wealth line, and it's real fucking long right now. Okay, so magic. I got magic. Okay, got a little.
I have the pelt of a shadow-touched blink hound.
Oh, who's
That
a
might
what
be
now?
interesting. It's the pelt of a blink hound that was touched by shadow magic. Might be of use to you.
Yeah,
Make clothes out of it.
good.
Probably make a whole suit out of it.
It's a little gaudy. Yeah, it's like a skin or something. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't want to carry your skin around. That seems kind of fucked up. I mean, you do whatever you want. Like, honestly, man to man, I mean, pixie to satyr. I mean, you do whatever you like, kid, but like, I don't know. Not really feeling it. I don't know, maybe like you got like, but like, you got any talents?
You can play music.
Play music. Okay, how good are you at playing music? That's something.
Pretty good. Pretty
Okay.
good.
What if I trade you the mask for your talent?
When you say for my talent, what do you mean?
Like, I get your ability to play music really well. You get a mask.
No, I don't think I like that deal.
Okay, well, deal essential. Okay, you know what? Hey, deal train leaving the station. I am leaving boring Satorville, headed for literally any other destination. Rest of you stiffs, you need anything else? Are we good?
Have the Goblinkin come inside for the celebration, or are we still out with the horses?
It's up to you guys, yeah. It would have been like past an hour at this point, so wherever you guys want to be. If you guys want to say you're in here, you're in here.
Yeah, I want to go in.
Yeah, so you guys would have heard all this stuff.
All right. During the time that Bucky's making a deal, I want to go over to Morgan and like ask for one of her arrows, and then try and like wrap it up with my pillowcase. Be like, bitch, you can't hit him.
You're gonna wrap up one of my arrows with a pillowcase?
Yeah, so it's like cloth tipped instead of murderous. So you can hit him without killing him.
Oh shit!
I would like to take this one. That the piercing is not. If you fire an arrow even with a cloth tip, you still gonna shoot someone. You still gonna shoot someone.
We
Well,
learned
so your
in
pillowcase
Valheim
has
that we
metal
never kill.
corners.
Maybe break off the tip.
Yeah, also your pillowcase does have metal corners. That's a good point.
It has a singular metal corner.
You saying that she's not good enough to hit somebody with that metal corner?
That's fair. That's very fair.
Her attack rolls are like average 20 something.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that's soft.
Donnie's floating around. He looks to JJ. He's like, "You need anything?" No, you look like a needy kind of person.
Thankfully, I'm pretty good. I've also made too many deals in my day so far, I think.
Oh yeah, I feel like you really seem like the kind of person that's got a real monkey on the back.
JJ scratches the back of her hair.
Here.
Kind of pats it.
Fuck off.
Yeah. But I do appreciate the offer, sir.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you know, open invitation, any of you guys. If you ever come find yourself by the Opalwood, you need something strictly off the books, you know, away from human eyes, come see me. Come look me up. I've been known to get a couple of things that people might need, things that people forget. I got a guy, he works with a couple of these dust mites. They pick up all kinds of shit. You know, you'd be surprised what falls behind people's desks. I got a pile. A lot of deep connections there. But you didn't hear it from me, okay?
I might have a request, but it's gotta be extra secret.
Extra secret. Okay, you gotta pay extra for extra secret though. What do you need, kid?
I got something that could use a little more stability.
Stability. Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's a weapon.
Okay.
But it's not for prying eyes.
Okay. Wait,
so I was thinking that some of the...
We talking about your dick? Is that what it is? I mean, come on, man.
No. I just... I got it with me on my side here.
Okay.
But, just wanted to see what we could do to make it just a little more stable.
Stable? I mean, what the fuck is it? Like a sword or something?
No.
I get you a singing sword. You want a singing sword? Hell, if the satyr sells me his voice, I'll put it in the sword for you. I swear to God, it'd be so funny.
I gotta roll on this to see if...
The roll that shook his camera. That's what we're at.
Maybe it's not best that I tell anyone. I think Daggerin will be real mad about it.
Well, you know, if you can decide to make decisions for yourself, maybe you come see me later when you have a real idea for what you want instead of just jerking my chain here again. I mean, I appreciate getting jerked off as best of the other guys, but come on, man. You know, sometimes you just got to seal the deal, as they say. Okay.
All right. I'll pay you 10 gold up front if you just keep it secret between you and I.
10 gold up front.
A real just handshake. No one finds out about this.
You realize we're in a room full of thousands of my people.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, we'd have to have a conversation somewhere else or something about it.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
your
sorry.
office.
I do deals up in the front in public, man. I've been threatened at Blast Point way too often. A couple crafty wizards are like, "Hey, this spell never misses." I've seen it all, man. Like these wings, yeah, they're not afraid because I'm a jovial fella. Okay, I've seen my rough shit in my life. If you can't make a deal in front of the whole family, the deal's not worth having, okay? The deal on the table, gotta be in public. All public, like all up front. You hand me 10 gold, I make the deal for the whole family. Family don't say shit. That's not good enough for you? See yourself down the road. Maybe you can go get some nymphs to help you. I'm sure that'll go well. Oh, go find yourself a djinn. Oh, fucking scumbag rip-off artist. Every djinn has a monkey paw up its ass, I swear to God.
Nah, it's fine. I do appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time.
Hey, my time is very valuable, as you know. You help with it, so whatever, kid. If you decide, that you don't want to get jerked around or whatever, and you want to, man up, you want to get some real dealing going on, you know where I live, you know where I work. You come see me direct, I'll get you taken care of, kid.
All right, I appreciate it.
Hey, keep your nose clean.
All right, I will.
Yeah. He turns back and he goes, "All right, we good here? Everyone good?"
I think so.
All right. Well, if we're good then. Have yourselves a great night. If you want to stay here, there's an empty building, a warehouse. We don't use it for shit. We told them we needed it just because I wanted another warehouse, but we really don't use it for nothing. It's just in the middle of town. You're more than welcome to it if you want to stay here for the day or whatever. It's still pretty early, but I mean, a little mid-afternoon, So yeah, if you want to stay around, I give you my blessing as protector of Ravon and all that I surveil, that you'll be safe here in Timber Village. I won't let nobody fuck you over, okay? You're good people. Well, I mean, you're good whatever as you are. Most of you are pretty, different as it is. But, we respect you, Nah, I don't want to offend you by calling you humans, like people or whatever. That's their word. That's not our word.
It's quite all right. I don't think anyone was too offended, but I do appreciate your offer. I think we will be staying since we're waiting for at least one delivery. Let us know if you need anything.
I'm a man that gets things, so I'm really more about wish fulfillment. I'm in that kind of business, making dreams come true. You need an item, you need a special thing, I can get that to you. I'm kind of like a gopher for that kind of stuff. I can know a gopher who can dig a lot of holes, if you know what I mean. I take care of things. I'm a bit of a fixer, if I don't mind saying so myself. You need you got a little brat or something, and I can put a monster in the closet for you, get you taken care of. But that's not here or there. We're not in the business of making kids cry or none of that stuff. So have yourselves a nice how do you do, and I'll talk at you, I'll see you when I sees you. That's all right with you.
Certainly. Enjoy your evening.
Yes, JJ.
What
Hello.
is today's date?
Today's date? Today is March the 1st.
In-game date.
Oh God. Hold on one
I'll
second.
just make it for some random day if you
The year's 1057, right?
1057 is the actual year. I have my chart up here. I literally just closed my calendar.
Yeah, I don't think we've been given the proper calendar.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, so it is currently the 14th of Cram, which is CHRUM, Cram.
By
You said
Crum.
the 14th.
And it is the winter month. So it's about halfway through the month. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Anything else before we call it, guys, for the night?
Can I I really want to see if I can hit him with something.
Sure. Are you gonna try to hit Donnie with something?
Yeah.
Oh, go right ahead.
I'm just gonna pull out like a little incense stick, like not anything that would hurt him,
Okay.
and just see if I can hit him while he's flying around the room talking to people.
Sure. Yeah. He's like talking to people, pointing at people. He has a big freaking contract in his hand. Go ahead and roll to hit. You have disadvantage because he's a pixie.
So if I use lucky and I roll another d20, I can choose which
you can
dice.
pick which of the 3 dice. Yep.
Yeah, so it's a 22.
A 22. Okay.
Hmm?
So you take this stick, this small stick, and you're like, I just got to prove that I can do it. I just got to prove that I can fucking do it.
It's not him in the butt.
You angle it right for his big fat ass, and you throw this thing, and it sails across the room, and he's fluttering there. As it sails, you hear a bunch of people go, oh, 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 and it strikes him right in the back, and it goes through his spine, out through the front of his chest. Because your dexterity is what?
Like for the saving throw or what?
No. What is your dexterity modifier? I'll tell you why.
+3.
+3. So an improvised weapon
The
does
dulled stick doesn't
correct.
do anything.
An improvised weapon does 1 damage. Your dexterity is +3, so at base it's 4 damage. A pixie has 15 AC and 1 hit point. So you've dealt 4 times his total health in one attack. The stick goes through the front of his chest in the most King Leonidas way, and he explodes into pixie dust, and everyone looks around the room shocked.
I'm never doing anything outside
gasped
ever
of
again.
horror as they go, oh, 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 oh. And you hear, the Don was murdered! He was murdered in cold blood! The cleaners came for the Don! What do we do? And screaming erupts across the entirety of the warehouse. Everyone immediately starts running in fear for their lives, fluttering in different directions and going in all different ways. And then you hear a boom. And you hear, hold the fucking horses. And you see coming down from the rafters the exact same copy of Don going, there's my body double. We're safe. Guys, calm the fuck down. It's fine. I expected to be assassinated. I expect these things. You have to be accustomed to these things. Like, oh my God, Don. It's like, it's all right.
I quit.
Fucking Jimmy, I'm so sorry,
Done.
Jimmy. He goes down and he cups up the fairy dust. He's like, Jimmy, you deserve better than this, you motherfucker. Oh, Jimmy, you were my fucking brother. I'll never forget you, Jimmy. You had to die so that I could live. Never forget that. He turns and looks at you. He looks you dead in the eye and he goes, you fucking asshole. You fucking animal. You murdered my brother. You killed my brother in front of me and all my friends and my family. And for what? Why'd you do this, cleaner? Why'd you do this?
Well, it wasn't meant to be lethal, but
What the fuck do you
You're
think's gonna
just so
happen when you throw
tiny.
sticks?
so tiny.
Oh,
It was a dulled stick.
because we're short and we're tiny? We don't feel pain? You monster. You animal. You murderer. And he's making me a charisma saving throw as they all start chanting murderer in Fae.
16.
16? Okay. They start chanting and you feel this kind of like tingling feeling. And he's like, we'll see how you like it, you motherfucker. And they start chanting that you're a murderer and about how the big woman is so scary. With a 16, you start seeing all of them begin to grow. They continue to get taller and taller and bigger all around you. And very shortly, you stand about a foot tall. There's a massive, monstrous Chunkini next to you. And you have been cursed with microism.
You can ride him into battle. Oh my God.
You're a foot tall half elf right now. And they look at you and they go, not so big, high, and mighty now, is you?
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we think about that the next time you murder one of us. I know I can't
not
take you.
Adam.
No, I know I can't take you in a fight. I know it. But I got people that could. The next time I'm not going to be so forgiving. Not today's a holy day. We made a hell of a deal today. But I know you're kind. And I know your people. You got to live with that shit. Anytime someone calls you short from this day on, you remember that's because of Jimmy. Get the fuck out of here. Take your fucking cat, too. There's Jingle Bells.
Just gonna... Can I hop on Chunkini? Am I too big?
You're like, ah. And you get onto this big, like, 2 foot long cat. You're like, let's
That's
go.
the problem here.
And you hear, "Meow." And Chunkini, like the slowest little thing, starts walking as fast as possible out of it.
Worth.
Worth it. So yeah, you head out, and the doors just slowly swing open, and Don looks around to the rest of the group and he goes, well, were you all in on that? Was that your idea of a good time?
Nope.
No.
Fuck no.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye out for you crazy people. It's just the kind of violence I expect. I get it. I could smell it on her. I think she might be half human. I suspect. I got a nose for these things. But all right. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of looking at your faces. I gotta mourn my friend here, my brother. He fucking died like a dog in the street. Ugh. Fucking pixie dust all in there. It's gonna stain the wood. Get him cleaned up over here. You see a couple of them pull out brooms and mops. And they start trying to clean up the pixie dust outline. This CSI crime scene. of this person. And that's where we're gonna call it for the night after a malicious murder.
Specifically why I said before I did it that I didn't want it to be malicious.
No, it's fine. It's literally pixies. Pixies are tiny fae, and they have 1 hit point. That's the comedy of it. Is that yes, for as much shit as this guy talks, a flick will murder him instantly if you manage to hit him. Pixies and most of the tiny fae in D&D, which is a great learning opportunity. Most of the tiny fae in the game are like 16 plus AC with like invisibility or like some type of ability that gives you a disadvantage or hard to hit. But if you land an attack on them, like even a quickling that can like murder people really, really quickly, I think they have like 11 hit points or something. Like they don't have a lot of hit points. They're just really hard to hit. So yeah, they have shrunk you down into a tiny little size. And they have the people, this fairy community has cursed you for being the murderous cleaner. If you would like to add under your flaws, you can add murderous cleaner under your flaws and write that it makes you size tiny.
You guys gave me the name of the cleaner.
The cleaner.
That's what happens.
It's Alpha and Omega. That's all it is. All right. So that was good fun. It's a little plot.
So maybe I'm a bad influence.
Do you think? Do you maybe consider?
What's funny is the last time somebody
Maybe.
tried to fuck with somebody, literally, we almost went to jail. And I was like, what could happen?
Yeah, we almost went to jail.
What's the
last
worst
time
that
we
could
fucked
happen
with
right
T.
now?
We fucked with T and almost went to jail. That's terrible. And then it's like, oh, I'm gonna throw a stick at a guy just to prove I can hit him.
It's literally a dull weapon. It's not
It
even
is.
a weapon. It's
It
just
is.
dull.
To a size medium creature, it's just a tiny ass stick. To a guy who's 3.5 inches, that's a goddamn like fucking lumber mill coming at him.
Watch Ant-Man.
Watch Ant-Man and know how scary
You
that
launched
shit is.
a javelin at him.
Fucking ballista bolt to this poor man. Your
I'm
arm's
not
a
upset
fucking
about
railgun.
this.
A fucking railgun. To these people, when you show up and you're like, "Oh, this is the girl that kills people," and you've got a weapon, they go, "No, we know. If they want to kill us, they could kill us." All right, so that's where we'll end it for tonight, guys. We appreciate everyone sticking with us and having fun. Little rocky at the end, but that's how we learn. That's how we learn. Super fun. So yeah, we'll see what happens after that. The group is safe in Tiber Village for now. They'll be able to have a long night's rest under the protection of the fairies. So we'll have a little bit of downtime. You guys have about half a day that you can decide whether you want to stay at the village for the night or roll out. Up to you guys.
Well, I'm not gonna get the amulet until the evening, right?
Correct. You'll get it you'll get it this night, or the next night that you put a tooth under a pillow, it will show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
that
we
gives
can
you-
leave the village. I just had to put a tooth under a pillow.
Yeah, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the Everwield. If you put a tooth under a pillow, this item will eventually show up, according to Don's promise, which is actually Jimmy's promise, and Jimmy is dead now. But I'm fine with it. It's fine. He made it in Don's name.
I'm expecting to get like a new curse that's even worse from this now. I'll get like some other bullshit,
You get
and then I'll just step on Morgan.
Crunch. No
Oops.
worries there. Whoops. So with that, we thank you guys for hanging out with us. We have I'm gonna do this one here. Yeah. We have a bunch of stuff coming up this week. JJ's got her Oblivion streams, and there are a lot of cool things happening on. For my channel on Thursday nights, we've been doing like Teamwork Thursday kind of thing, or like pirating stuff. But Sea of Thieves is super glitched out, so it's mostly just been Valheim streams. If you want to check us out for that, Saturdays I'm playing through Yakuza. So try and just go through that. So if you want to see me yell about Mafia stuff or Yakuzas, we can do that. And for Sundays, I'm trying to do Switch Up Sundays. So I've been playing Switch games. We played through Sayonara Wild Hearts on Sunday all the way through. Fun little game to check out. Probably pick something other, like a small Nintendo Shop game or something. But yeah, feel free. We still have the challenges, this, that, and the other. And yeah, cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Hope we had a couple laughs and a little bit of good roleplay. We'll see you next week. Same Dungeons and Dragons time, same Dungeons and Dragons place. But for now, peace out.